a mixed martial a-hole.
Gobble. Gobble. Gobble.
No way.
From the Queen Studios of New York. That's right, gobble, gobble, gobble. Thanksgiving Eve is here, 2018. MMA Boomerang. Well, the manager is here to talk about his side of the story with the MMA
Gobble.
Holes. Yes.
Gobble.
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 Gobble. Gobble, 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 gobble.
Gobble.
Everybody gobble in that chat. That's right. Happy Thanksgiving Eve 2018 with the MMA-Holes. It's good to see you guys. I was actually watching last year's stream, and to see how we've evolved within a year, it's insane. It really is crazy how we've evolved as a channel. This community has evolved. It's great. It's great to be here another year. The second ever MMA-Holes Thanksgiving stream.
Gobble.
There's nothing here that says Thanksgiving, but we have this.
Gobble.
So there you go. Everybody gobble in that chat. We have a jam-packed show tonight. Jam-packed. That's right, guys. It is true. The MMA Boomerang. The MMA Boomerang. The boomerang that fucking hit Colby Covington right in the mush. Well, we have the manager of the Boomerang. That's right. Check it out over here. Boom. This is their Instagram account over here. Check it out. They are flying high, the MMA Boomerang. They're here to take over. And, yeah, MMA Boomerang's manager will be here tonight. Look at this. Check this out.
Bling, bling with...
Shit. It's probably copyright shit. Hold on a second. We're going to go like this. But look at this. Bruh, is that a boomerang? Oh, my God, it's a boomerang sighting. Check this out. That's right. The poor boomerang can't even hang out in his backyard without the fucking paparazzi all over him. And we have the Boomerang's manager on tonight. Says can't even have privacy nowadays. There you go. That's right. The MMA Boomerang is going to be live on the MMA-Holes. If you do have Instagram, if you like to gobble,
Gobble.
if you have Instagram, go follow the MMA Boomerang. The MMA Boomerang is wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
It is fight week. Bisping versus Gastelum. Crazy stuff over there. Bisping versus Gastelum fight week. We're going to be talking about that. We have topics. We have a lot of things going down. At the 9:30 p.m. Eastern time mark, which is the 25 minutes away, we will have our special guest. It's going to be wonderful, wonderful. Here is the chat. The live chat, the cringe chat, the best chat on YouTube. Let's see who we got here. I see a lot of gobbles in the chat. I see a lot of turkeys and shit. Sup, MMA-Holes, DeReal, Brian Royja, Jay Smooth, and H, Gary Banjo Sandwich. Dropping some turkeys. Hip-hop highlight reel, Islamic bacon grease Tanner, and a whole other slew of fooks. Law of Attraction, Brian Royja. Wow, we got a full house tonight. This is good stuff. We also have 28 in the tip jar. And that can only mean one thing. 10 more legs. Here we go, gobble in that chat. Happy Thanksgiving to the MMA-Holes. We did it again. Make them dance. Everybody.
I've got 10 more likes.
I've got
10 more likes.
I've got 10 more likes. Fuck you, dislikes.
I've got 10 more likes.
I've got 10 more likes.
I've got 10 more likes. I hope the dislikes die of AIDS.
That's right. Every 10 likes, we make Bruce Buffer dance. That's right. Bruce Buffer dance. He's dancing for likes. There you go. Islamic bacon grease. Wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
This is episode number 60, guys. Episode number 60. We've done this literally 60 weeks in a row. 60 Wednesdays in a row, we've done the MMA-Holes live. It's crazy. I can't even believe it. But more importantly, we got 10 more legs. There we go. Like the shit out of this fucking video.
I've got 10 more likes. I've got
10 more likes.
I've got 10 more likes.
Fuck you, dislikes. Dance, Bruce.
I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I hope the dislikes die of AIDS.
It never gets old. It never gets old watching that man dance. It doesn't. Fap says Law of Attraction. That's right. Tonight we're not fapping. Tonight we're gobbling.
Gobble.
That's right. What are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? Let me know in the chat. Chris unsubbing. I thought you were having Verdum's coach on. No. Even better. We've had UFC fighters on, Bellator fighters, but tonight we are having the manager of MMA Boomerang. I mean, I can't even get over this. On his Instagram account, look at this. Check this out. The B sample, right? A lot of people are saying that the Boomerang, well, was in a little bit of trouble with steroids and might get a no contest with his last competition. And the B sample is negative for all substances. So the Boomerang beats USADA. There you go. 60th cake. This is Gary Banjo Sandwich. What do we got 60th cake over here? What's going on with that, Gary? Is it your birthday? 60th cake. If it's Gary's birthday, well, happy birthday. I'll sing you a sexy song. I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, says DeReal. That's fine. That's fine. I forgive you. Chris, would you have Zayn on the show? Of course. Brian Roger, of course I would have Zayn on the show. Why wouldn't I have Zayn on the show? I mean, every show needs a lisp, right? So, yes, I would have James Simon on the phone.
Wonderful, wonderful.
That's right. This is exciting. It's exciting to see you guys on this Wednesday night. And we're going to start off the show. We're going to start off the show with
Topics.
Topics. There you go. Topics. All right, guys. Interesting stuff on the world of Twitterverse. You guys got to get on Twitter at the MMA-Holes. Go give us a follow. But you got to get on Twitter. That's the way to go. Your favorite fighters, any fighters that are in the news, you slap that bell. You get notified every time they go on there. And Khalabib, well, this is what he puts on Twitter. To be clear, I was offered the fight with Ferguson on December 30th, and I accepted the fight. But my focus is on Barboza. And then he goes at Dana White. So Ferguson, Khabib, December 30th. There is a fight that's missing on this card, okay? And let me go over to it right now. There is a blank fight over here on this card. Holly Holm and Cyborg is the co-main event according to this right now. I mean, that could be bumped one more fight down. There could be two more fights added on this, but there is one blank one here. They're saying Holly versus Cyborg is not going to be the headlining fight. And they reached out to Khabib, who is fighting Edson Barboza, and saying, no. Fuck UFC 218. Come to UFC 219 and headline the motherfucker. And Khabib says he's interested, but he's focusing on Barboza. After that, Daniel Cormier says, so I walk into the gym today, and Khabib walks up and says, UFC is wanting me to fight Tony Ferguson for December 30th.
I'm gonna rap one on one.
Holy shit!
I'm gonna rap the other on the other shoulder.
Holy shit!
You're gonna need a fucking army.
Well, look at that.
Come take them belts off me.
Getting the party started.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Thankful for y'all. Less than 3.
There you go. Marlyn Lane, happy Thanksgiving to you. We appreciate that donation. You are wonderful, wonderful. Where is it?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you, Marlyn. Marlyn Lane, the 7% hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
On a Wednesday night. Thank you, Marlyn. Happy Thanksgiving to you and to all the other crazy fucks out there. So Daniel Cormier says, so I walked into the gym today, and Khabib walks up and says, UFC is wanting to make me versus Tony for December 30th. All right. Then he tells me that Tony is saying no.
No.
To the fight. Come on, Tony. That ain't gangsta, bruh. Take the fight, man. With a bunch of exclamation points. What kind of shit is that? So, all right. AKA Daniel Ferguson. Daniel Cormier.
Wonderful,
Daniel
wonderful.
Ferguson. Daniel Cormier, who trains with Khalabib. They get offered the fight. It's kind of weird. Kind of fucks up. It's like a slap in the face a little bit here to UFC 218. Right? Little bit of a slap in the face to UFC 218 over here. To pull Khabib. Well, actually, wait. Hold on a second. Is that on 219? Now I'm confused. Hold on a second. I thought they were on 218. I could be. Oh, fuck. They are on 219. I'm fucking wrong. I stand corrected. I sit corrected. It is on 219. So Barboza Ferguson. Hold on. Let's go back over here. We're going to go back in time. Back again. 220. Where is it? 219. Where are you at? So it was on 219. My mistake. My bad. So Khabib versus Tony. Okay. Is supposed. That's 218. What the fuck is wrong with me? Oh my God.
Wonderful, wonderful.
What the fuck is wrong with me today? I'm losing my mind. All right, here we go. UFC 219. Does everybody settle down? Marlon's donation got me nervous. All right, so here we go. 219, they bumped it back up to saying Cyborg versus Holm, and they got Nurmagomedov versus Barboza. I guess I had to refresh it. Now they're saying that they want Khabib versus Ferguson to be bumped up to the main event over here, kind of slapping Edson Barboza in the face. It's crazy. Crazy stuff over here. It doesn't look like Tony Ferguson's going to take the fight. And now, could you imagine if it stays like this? Could you imagine? Now, it's not a horrible card. I mean, it still has got to get pieced up over here and put together. But you got Rivera has an opponent too. Noticing that. John Lineker is the opponent over there. It's actually a pretty good fight. Dominic Cruz gets hurt. And now you got Rivera versus Lineker. But over here, we're going to discuss this in detail. Khabib versus Barboza. Do you think that's a slap in the face? Do you want to see that at UFC 219? I say it's not going to happen. I don't see it's going to happen. I don't think Ferguson would take that fight against Khabib. He wants McNugget. He's been calling him out on Twitter. He wants McNugget. So let me know in the chat room right now. What do you think? Habib Nurmagomedov. Will he fight Barboza or Tony Ferguson? Let me know right now in the chat.
Wonderful, wonderful.
The wonderful, wonderful chat over here. 35 likes right off the bat. Good stuff over here. 5,610 subscribers of the MMA-Holes. Welcome. Marlon, I'm on a new diet. It's called Lunchables. There you go. Yeah, shout out to Frank Pavon with the Lunchables song. That was fucking hilarious. Frank Pavon, if he is in the chat, he needs to pop in there. You got to subscribe to Frank. Frank drops these fucking hidden gems on YouTube. It's so fucking funny. Good stuff over there. Swole, sexy MMA holes. Shit, Usman is on there. Watch out for that guy. Kaepernick sucks. Yeah, Usman is on that card. Darren Till calling out Usman, but he has a tough task. And Emil Meek over here from Norway. Usman gets past Meek. Who knows what's next for him? He's really, really good. But yeah, this card, 219, is looking good. It needs a real main event. No disrespect to Holly Holm and Cyborg. I think it's going to be a fun fight, right? But that's not the main event. All right, let's see. Edmund, Ronda's training when Nunez knocked her out. Derreal? Okay. Barboza says hip-hop. So hip-hop's going Barboza on it. Brian Roy just says Fergie will fight Conor spring 2018. So Brian's saying that Conor, Fergie. So that means Barboza at 219. Tony Ferguson. So Michael Anzalone says Tony Ferguson will be the opponent for UFC 219 versus Halabib. Derreal versus G-Man, says Derreal. White Crackers, says Ann H. Coach Edmund, and is laughing by Jay Smooth. Tej says Ngannou entered making, this is Ovil, but Oliveri, via the anal cavity. That's wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Is that a true story? Francis Ngannou had sex with Megan Oliveri. I love Lunchables, butter crackers, and greasy salami. Perfect diet for weight cuts, is Darth Bane. Darth loves eating Monsanto food. What the fuck is Monsanto food? I don't know. Law of Attraction is here. What's up, Law of Attraction? It's good to see these guys. Swole, sexy MMA holes. So I don't know, man. I don't know. We're going to open up the phone lines after our swole guest comes on to the show. I'm going to open up the phone lines, and I really want to discuss this thing over here. UFC 219 is a little all over the place. A little bit all over the place over here. But we'll see what happens. We'll discuss. We'll figure it out tonight live on the MMA-Holes Wednesday show. 60 in a row. Guys, Jessie Bell Hill, our moderator, go check her out, her channel out. She's going to be doing the after show as usual for Thanksgiving Eve. Actually, it's going to be kind of Thanksgiving when Jessie goes on, if she stays on a little bit longer. All right, let's see, UFC 122. That's right, the Fight Night 122, China, right? Shanghai, China, Fight Week. It is Fight Week, and we're going to be discussing that card as well over here, right over here. Michael Bisping versus Kelvin Gastelum. Kelvin Gastelum rumored to want Tyron Woodley a rematch at 170. Once he gets past Michael Bisping, he's looking at 170. So, let's see. Maybe that will happen. But the Fight Buddies will be live 7 a.m. on Saturday, 7 a.m. Eastern Time. That's right. The Fight Buddies will be live for this swole event. 7 a.m. Eastern Time, 4 a.m. Pacific Time. Fucking insanity. Abba says Monsanto is the originator of GMO foods. Oh, there you go. Which a lot of people believe causes cancer and other assorted issues. Thank you, Abba Zabba, for clearing that up. I had no idea what the fuck that was. But there you go. We learned something new today. That's right. We've learned something new. Ladies and gentlemen, we've learned something new today. Monsanto is the originator of GMO foods, which a lot of people believe causes cancer. And that's wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
All right. Yes. 41 watching MMA-Holes. What's going on, friends? It's good to see all of you guys in there. Happy Thanksgiving to the people who celebrate it. Celebrate. If you don't celebrate it, that's fine. Happy Wednesday, number 60. 60 fucking weeks in a row. If you're happy to see us on a Wednesday night, if you're pumped up, if you're drinking, you're smoking, if you're just hanging with the boys,
Hanging with the boys.
make sure you thumbs up this video. All right. Woodley says GSP blatantly refuses to fight me, and it's embarrassing to the sport. So Woodley is saying that GSP is dodging him. GSP doesn't even know what the fuck's going on right now. He's in contract to fight Whitaker, right? So if you're in contract to fight Whitaker, then you got to fight Whitaker, right? But he doesn't want to fight Whitaker. He doesn't know what the fuck he wants. How about you let GSP fucking get over his win against Michael the Count Bisping? He just won the 185-pound belt. Tyron Woodley, enough is a fucking enough. He's calling him about GSP. He's calling out fucking everyone but who is in his weight class. Tyron Woodley. It's fucking ridiculous. It's I don't know, man. I find Tyron Woodley to be one of the most annoying champions I've ever seen. Tyron Woodley. God damn it, he's so fucking annoying. It's ridiculous. I feel like he's always complaining about something. It's like, just enjoy your belt. Defend your belt. And that's it. Stop fucking complaining. Tyron Woodley has a bunch of killers over here, and he's too busy talking about GSP and Nate Diaz and money fights. Dude, no one wants to fight you. Just defend your fucking belt, and the money will come. Defend your fucking belt. But anyway, yeah, blatantly refusing to fight you. BJ Penn doesn't feel the fire to compete anymore, but is not willing to confirm he's hanging up. So BJ Penn saying, hey, he's not done. I think we're all done with BJ Penn. Just hang it up, BJ. Enough's enough, right? Tyron Woodley will fight Nate Diaz, says Brian Reuter. So you're saying, Brian, you're guaranteeing Diaz versus Woodley. I said this on a previous stream. I don't know if that's going to happen. It doesn't really make sense for Nate Diaz to fight Tyron Woodley. The UFC would love it, right? You got the ratings, all the money. Nate Diaz, if somehow he wins that fight, then you got Conor waltzing in, trying to be the 3-belt champ. Could you imagine that? But if Nate loses this fight, it makes no fucking sense for Nate. If he loses this fight, he might lose all leverage to ever fight Conor McGregor again. And if you lose the ability to fight Conor McGregor, this man over here again, well, what good is it, right? If Nate Diaz sat out this fight, right, and says, no, I'm not going to fight you, Tyron. I'm going to wait for Conor. I'm going to wait for that trilogy. He could make more money just waiting, just sitting and waiting for Conor, rather than taking the fight with Tyron Woodley. Yes, he'll get paid, but he's not getting paid Conor money. And if he loses, which he probably will, because he doesn't even belong at 170, then what happens? Why would Nate Diaz want to fight Tyron Woodley? A chance at the belt? Is that enough? No, Nate Diaz don't give a fuck about belts. He wants money. Law of Attraction says Nate wants 15 mil. He's not going to get that. Diaz versus Woodley is a great fight. This is hip-hop. It's a great fight for the fans, for us. But for Nate Diaz, it's a terrible fight. He has he's going to get paid, but not what he wants. He's going to catch an L. What does he get out of it? What does Nate Diaz get out of fighting Tyron Woodley? I don't really blame the guy for not doing it. What's up, Mike H? What's going on? Mike H and his Fooker. I got to talk to Ann, too. Mike H and Ann H. Hopefully that super chat got straightened out after the show. There you go. You're right. He should wait to fight Conor, says Louis Barboza. What's up, friend? I mean, think about it. I like to look at these fights this way. I am a selfish fan, okay? I want entertainment, right? That's all I give a fuck about. All I want to see is a good fight. I would like them to honor the ranking system, but does it really fucking eat shit, Fears? Fears is here. Does it really make a big difference? What's up, Fears? Does it really make a big difference to us if they follow the ranking system or what's going on? We just want to see good fights, right? Let's be serious. Do I want to see Nate versus Tyron? Sure. Why the fuck not? But I understand why Nate wouldn't take it. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, man. It doesn't make sense. Why would I fight him? I want to fight. I want to wait for Conor. I want to wait for Conor McGregor. I don't want to fight with him. I want to fight him. I want to wait for Conor McGregor. I'm gonna wait for Conor McGregor. I beat him 2 times. I beat him 2 times already. So I'm gonna wait for Conor. Right, Conor?
Yes,
I'm gonna wait for you. I don't want to make a fan. What? What'd you say? I don't want to make a fan. What, Nate? Are you gonna fight Tyron Woodley or Conor? Who do you want to fight? Nate, you okay? Yeah, okay. All right. So Nate Diaz will wait for Conor. I mean, that's what he would do. That's what I think. But I would like to see the fight. Sure, it's just not gonna happen. How about Tyron Woodley? Stop ducking Colby Covington. How about that? Colby Covington, number 3. Give him a fucking shot against Tyron Woodley, you pussy. Fight Colby Covington. Make that fight happen. Right? Why not that? How about them apples? Max Holloway. Well, he says he has no idea if Aldo is truly motivated to fight anymore. No idea. Jose Aldo. Struggling to hold on to his hairline. Trying to keep that hair on his head. He lost everything. He lost his belt. He lost his hair. Has he lost his motivation to fight? We'll find out at UFC 218. And hopefully it is.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I don't know. I don't know if he lost his motivation to fight, but he looks kind of depressed in this picture. What do you guys think? 50 watching. Jose Aldo. Has he lost his motivation to fight? In 5 minutes, we will have our guest on the MMA-Holes. We'll find out about the boomerang. But let me know right now in the chat. Has Jose Aldo lost his motivation to fight? Do you give a fuck about UFC 218? Holloway versus Aldo. I think it's cool, the rematch. I think it was the one to make. Let me know in the chat. Jose Aldo, a gatekeeper now, says Law of Attraction. Nate, can't wait. Yo, we got an MMA hole in his fucker. Luis Barboza is wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
What's up, Luis? You made a wise choice, making me dance over there. Welcome to the fam. You sick fuck. Chat room. What do you guys think? The Mule's predicting an upset over Overeem. Will go down hard. A lot of people are saying all the young bucks are losing to these old goats at heavyweight. And maybe Ngannou will run over Alistair Overeem, and I kind of see that happening. But you never know. You real jealous of Aldo's hair, says Tanner.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Aldo should go for leg kicks this time, says Kaepernick sucks. That is the only way. That is the only way that Aldo will beat Holloway. The only way. He completely abandoned that mission the first time around. I don't know why. I can't figure out why. Colby's from Colby's Corner. Check him out. Link in the description. He did a nice video on that. How Jose missed a lot of his shots. I mean, I thought Jose looked great in the first round. He's very aggressive. What I picked up from it was it just seemed like Holloway was just, he had no respect for Jose's power. He felt his punches. It didn't really do much to him. And he was missing with a lot of shots, of course. But Jose just, I don't know. Holloway was just like, I'm not feeling this. I don't think Aldo could put me away. And then what happens? Holloway fucking murks him. So I think if Jose, I think if he does those leg kicks, I do agree that will be the key to victory if Aldo can do it. I still don't think he can, but you never know. That's the only way.
Gobble.
Welcome to our Thanksgiving show.
Gobble.
That's right. Everybody gobble in that fucking chat. Jessie's here with a beat. Say hello to Jessie. What up? What's up, Lewis? Darth Bane says, Aldo got that taco meat, says Steven Cedillo. All right. Aldo, no way, says Ann H.
Super
Yo,
chat.
Paulie fucking crying Malinaji. What did he say?
WTF did I just tune into? Sneezing face, cold sweat, smile, fucking holes, WOOO.
There you go, Paulie crying Malinaji making Conor McGregor fly. Thank you, my friend. You are wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Appreciate it. That's that super chat down below. Check that out, that fucking $sign. Making it rain, Paulie Malignaggi is wonderful, wonderful. We'll have our guests come on shortly. And there also is a Streamlabs down below. If you want to make some music play on this show, well, you check out our donations in the description. You can make that happen. But anytime you want to interrupt this show, feel free to drop a donation over there. Thank you, Paulie Malignaggi and Marlyn Lane, for that wonderful wonderfulness.
Wonderful.
Now we could buy some turkey.
Gobble. Gobble.
There you go. Let's see. Kobe is one of the best MMA breakdown guys on YouTube, says Tanner. Kobe's awesome. Kobe is fucking awesome. He really is. Kobe has that fucking... He's got the voice, man. He gets in there. He fucking tears it up. He brings it to you. He brings you the facts. And then it's up to you to make the decision where you want to go. So that's why... That's white. That's racist. Down below, check it out. Kobe from Kobe's Corner. And Jessie Belle. Go subscribe to my friends over here. Not many people do I subscribe to on the MMA-Holes, but I subscribe to those two. They're wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Aldo versus the winner of Darrell versus G-Man, says Darrell. There you go. That's a good one. Maxwell just used the spinning shit, says Tony Seacrest. There you go. The party can now begin. Sublime Bud's here. What's up, Holes? What's up, Paulie? Hyder Hydras here, says breaking that like button. That's right, one more like. And guess what? We played a fucking song again at 50 likes. That's wonderful. KMX is the... let's see. So I'm welcome into the chat tonight, or am I going to be accused of multiple accounts and get timed out, says KMX? I don't care. Let's see. J Fax Bro says Kaepernick sucks. Sup to real. Michelangelo. Ho says Black Cauldron. What's up? KMX. I speak the facts is hip hop. There you go in quotes. KMX is the Black Cauldron. Let's see. Racist piece of shit. Show a dislike. The home of racism, the MMA-Holes. We got 10 more likes. Let the racism fly. Let's have some fun tonight on a Wednesday night. Everybody dance.
I've got 10 more likes.
I've got 10 more likes.
I've got 10 more likes.
Fuck you, dislikes.
I've got 10 more likes.
I've got 10 more likes.
I've got 10 more likes. I hope the dislikes die of AIDS.
There you go, 10 more likes. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got a guest on the show. Bam. That's right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody dance in this bitch. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we've got a guest on the MMA-Holes Live. Everybody make it rain in the chat right now. All right.
Wonderful.
Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen, Carlos Rivera. This man over here is the manager of the MMA Boomerang. Welcome to the show, my friend. How's it going tonight?
Yeah, how's it going, buddy?
I'm good. Now, it's a pleasure to have you on. At MMA Boomerang is the Instagram, so go check that out. And I was discussing earlier today that there's a lot of craziness to happen here, and we need your side of the story here. Okay, so if you're just jumping in, everybody, Colby Covington versus Verdum out in the streets. A boomerang gets thrown at his head. Colby Covington's suing, and there's all this shit is going down. What I need from the horse's mouth here, the manager of the Boomerang, I need your side of the story. What happened that day? And tell us your side of this Boomerang situation.
Well, I'm Carlos Rivera, like he said. I represent the Boomerang. See, here's what happened. We were in Sydney. Boomerang was with Fabricio Verdum. He wanted to help his friend out, be in his corner for this fight coming up. So then we run up to Colby Covington, and then Colby starts, bad-mouthing, trash-talking. So then Boomerang gets a little bit excited, and Verdum was trying to calm him down. But then Colby started talking shit, so that's when everything got out of control. That's when you guys see the video. That's when you see Boomerang go at Colby. Look, that's Boomerang on 2 seconds notice. Imagine him on a full training camp. This guy is a superstar. You guys don't understand what you're witnessing yet.
I see a lot of potential in this Boomerang. Looking at him, he's got the sunglasses. I got him on with the belt around his waist. The guy's very confident. The Boomerang coming at Colby Covington, no fear in that fight on the streets. He was looking to take him out. Was he doing it for Brazil?
He was. He saw what Colby said, and even before that, he was trying to get the fight with Colby, but of course, Colby turned him down. I tried to contact his managers. I tried to contact American Top Team, but nothing. Nothing,
huh? So are you saying right now that Colby Covington is dodging the Boomerang?
he is not just dodging, he is running. He's doing the running man challenge on the boomerang.
It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. Now, Colby Covington running off. He goes on Facebook Live or something like that, and he's trying to live stream right here. The boomerang was on the floor. Was the boomerang okay? I mean, I don't know if anyone picked up the boomerang.
Yeah, nothing really happened. He just had to stay there because if he didn't stay there, he was just going to go nuts and just not knock him out, kill him.
Mm-hmm. Well, the boomerang definitely looked agitated. Now, okay, Colby Covington is threatening to sue Fabricio Verdum. Is he suing the boomerang too, or is he just suing Verdum?
For right now, he's just suing Fabricio Verdum, but we can't be too short. So I have lawyers and everybody ready just in case he does decide to put a sue against the boomerang.
There are rumors. Now, first of all, a lot of rumors of speculation going around that the boomerang has failed the USADA test. And we need you to clear this up over here. What is going on? What's the update on that?
Okay. If you guys go to his page, he posted it.
Mm-hmm.
It's clean. The B sample came, everything's clean. What happened was, we came out of training. He's training for UFC 219 just in case the fight does happen. But he said to tell everybody and all champions to be ready just because he thinks Colby's not gonna show up. So what happened was we come out of training. He goes, picks me up, but then he sees this boomerang bay. He's like, I gotta go get her. So they do their thing, USADA comes in the morning, but that night he goes into a 7-Eleven and buys dick pills. It wasn't no steroids, no illegal anything. It was dick pills.
Wait a second. So now you're saying to me that the boomerang was taking dick pills because he was trying to romance his lady, and he got popped for this whole thing. So is it the same thing that John Jones did?
It was, but the difference is, I don't know. John Jones is kind of a fuck up with all respect to him, and Boomerang is a superstar. He's smart enough to never do that again. So now you're gonna see a whole different Boomerang this time.
I mean, I'm very impressed by the Boomerang's Instagram page. He throws up an Instagram page over here, and he's just killing it over there. We played a video earlier how the paparazzi was chasing him down. It's insane.
Yeah.
And I did notice this over here, that the Boomerang actually reached out to Colby Covington. I noticed that he actually played on his Instagram stories, and Colby Covington replied, "Bring it, kid." Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
So it's been 2 or 3 days. We're trying to get Colby. I've been trying to contact Sean Shelby, Dana White to make the fight for UFC 219, so we can see Boomerang full potential, but nothing. And then Boomerang kept going at it. So Colby ended up replying. He said, "Bring it, kid." But like I said, we're not 100% sure. We think the day of the fight, there's gonna be an injury. He's gonna try to pull out whatever way he can because he's running scared.
If you're just jumping in right now, Carlos Rivera is here, the manager of MMA Boomerang. I mean, this is a pleasure to have you on. Thank you for coming on and taking some time out of your day. I know you're a busy man. Now, Ariel Helwani, did he reach out to you? I mean, I saw he reached out to Colby Covington. It seems like he's favoring the fighter of Colby Covington, but he's not reaching out to the Boomerang. Why do you think that Ariel has not reached out to the Boomerang yet?
Ariel, he's always trying to create some drama, and the real reason why he hasn't shown up to the Boomerang is because Colby Covington told him not to. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. Colby Covington is running scared, mate. He does not want anything to do with the Boomerang. We saw what he did on 2 seconds notice. So he's begging Ariel Helwani to not contact the Boomerang any type of way.
Now, all right, I'm going to play a little bit of a video here. Let's see. If you guys are just jumping in right now, the Boomerang... well, actually, the video is taken off the Instagram. Oh, here it is. Okay, I'm going to play it right now. Guys, if you're jumping in, this happened. What does this happen? 2 weeks ago, I think it was. I'm not sure. But Fabricio Verdum, you can see it in the air right now. I'm showing the MMA-Holes. There is a Boomerang over here. That is the person we're talking about. Well, I don't know if it's a person. It's kind of a piece of... Is the Boomerang a piece of wood? Or what is the Boomerang made of?
He is a piece of wood, but he's a special piece of wood.
He sure is. He is a special piece of wood. And I see him in the air. We're showing Colby Covington's ducking. The Boomerang, I mean, I got to say, Colby Covington has pretty good head movement, but it looks like the Boomerang got a good shot in that exchange.
All it takes is one.
Yeah, that's right. Now, is the... live with the manager... Carlos Rivera on the MMA-Holes, the Boomerang. He's representing the Boomerang in the situation, a big situation. It's a serious situation. This whole thing going down with Colby trying to sue the Boomerang and Fabricio Verdum. Is everyone lawyering up right now? Are they going into battle with this, or do you think that everything's going to get dropped?
You know, I'm not sure. I hope it gets dropped for the safety of Covington and his team, but I don't see how it can get dropped. I honestly don't.
Yeah.
It's too far gone into this. I heard from different people that Fabricio is fine. He's going to be fine. Nothing's going to happen to him. But we're hopefully trying to get everything sorted out, and hopefully everything's going to be okay.
All right, so now, hopefully everything is okay. Do you think now UFC 219? It really looks like, from what I'm hearing, is it looks like that the Boomerang might fight Colby Covington here. But you're saying, like you said before, do you think that Colby Covington's going to pull out of this fight?
I think he will, to be honest. But it's not only Colby. Everybody's scared of the Boomerang.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wrap you on one shoulder. I'm gonna wrap you
Hold on,
on the
we
other shoulder.
got a donation here. Hold on a second. Let's see what Craig Lee has to say to the Boomerang.
Is it true that Boomerang is a transgender? And if not, does he have a lover in his life?
That's a good
Thanks
question.
for show, Chris. Love to all in chat.
Is
Darth blow me.
Okay, so now Craig Lee jumps in and he wants to know, is it true that the Boomerang is a transgender?
I mean, he says he's not, but I don't know about that. One time I came in and I saw two Boomerang guys, and then I saw a Boomerang girl coming out of the same room, and I was like, wait, what's going on? But he was, he tried to hit me almost, and it was a crazy situation. And I don't know. He says he's not, but I wouldn't be too sure about that.
Okay, so hey, you never know with this Boomerang. This Boomerang, he goes every way. Well, the Boomerang, I mean, I'm looking at the rankings right now, at the welterweight rankings, and he's number 3, huh? He's actually behind Robbie Lawler. He moved up the rankings. He's ranked at number 3. Man, oh man. So technically, what about Tyron Woodley? Is he in talks to maybe fight Tyron Woodley, or is Colby Covington the guy that they're looking at?
He's trying to hide. Okay, we try to forget that fight as well, but he's trying to hide behind Nate Diaz. What the fuck is he gonna do against Nate Diaz? It doesn't make sense. The fight that makes sense. Colby Covington was number 3 contender. He just beat Damian Maia, and we're like, okay, we take him out, then we can take his spot. And then the next fight after that is obviously the championship fight. But obviously, Tyron Woodley knows what's up, and he's not trying to get any of that Boomerang.
Yeah. So is the Boomerang dating anyone right now, or focused on fighting?
Him and his girl broke up because of that.
Really? No kidding. Oh my God, that's a sad story. How is he taking it? Like, is he in bad shape right now, or?
He knocked out 5 people in training.
And speaking of training, I'm looking at his Instagram right now. Now go check out his Instagram at MMA Boomerang. Check that out over there, and you can see all the craziness going on here. It's insane. But if you look, there is a post not too long ago where he's actually inside the cage. It looks like he's hitting mitts. How is his striking game?
Man, Conor McGregor doesn't have shit on him. Nobody's at his level. You guys don't understand. If Colby Covington shows up at 219, which he won't, but if he does, this fight is not going to go 2 seconds. It's going to be faster than the first time.
Well, I mean, I'm excited to see the Boomerang get into the cage. I mean, this is really exciting. I didn't really know much about the Boomerang, but I mean, he bursted onto the scene.
He blew up. As soon as he wasn't even an MMA fighter, he was a training partner for Verdum. And if you guys can see there's a picture on his Instagram of him and Verdum in a fight during Verdum's Strikeforce days. Boomerang is there's no words to describe how good this guy is. His potential is crazy.
Yeah, I bet. Now we're live. If you're just jumping in, Carlos Rivera, the manager of MMA Boomerang. It's very exciting to have you on today. I see the chat room is on fire. They're all excited. We're going to take some questions from the chat and perhaps open up some phone calls as well. All right, let's see. Now this is a serious subject, guys. I mean, the MMA Boomerang is really. I mean, he's here to stay. It looks like he's number 3.
You're gonna wrap one on one shoulder.
Oh, hold on, Craig Lee.
You're gonna wrap the other on the other shoulder, and you're gonna need a fucking army to come take them belts off me.
Here we go.
This Justin Boomerang was reported to have been seen in a glory hole. Is this true?
That's a good question here. Now there's a report. I mean, I didn't hear this, but apparently he's been seen in a glory hole. Is this true?
Yeah, ever since he blew up, the paparazzi and everybody just been catching him everywhere. It is true, but he doesn't want to admit it. He's just he's a very shy guy.
Yeah, he does seem a little shy. I noticed the sunglasses and everything like that. Is that like is he bad with eye contact? Does he have eyes, the Boomerang? Why is he
Some say he does, some say he doesn't, but
It's like a mystery.
nobody really knows.
Yeah. How much do all right, so Brian Roger wants to know how much do you get paid for being the Boomerang's manager? It's a good question.
His first fight, nothing. Now the fight that's coming up, he got a offer for $7.2 million.
No kidding.
If that goes well, I'm gonna take 50% of that.
50%. That's a nice little cut.
50%.
Wow, that's actually he's a generous Boomerang. Is he one of the more generous Boomerangs? Yeah. Ever since you became the manager of the Boomerang, do you find yourself like more of a ladies' man now?
Absolutely. He has all the ladies. We can go anywhere and they'll look at me and I'm like, okay.
Like now, if you're going to a bar or a club or something like that, does the Boomerang get like front line? Does he move to the front of the line, gets like the stage tables and all that stuff, bottle service, the works?
Every single time. They're all treating him like he's a king.
Really? All right. So Darrell says my dick is bigger than the Boomerang. Yeah, okay. There you go. Let's see what else we got in here. I'm gonna see what else we got in the chat. Mexican Chihuahuas barking. Do you have any dogs? I don't know. I didn't hear any dogs. Maybe they heard it. What the fuck's going on here? All right, I'm going to open up the phone lines now, guys. Let's open up the phone lines. We're going to take a couple of calls. It's a pleasure to have you on. Carlos Rivera is the manager of MMA Boomerang. Go check him out at MMA Boomerang on Instagram. And yeah, the Instagram has only been going for like 5 days, and you almost got 2K on the followers. So, I mean, how long have you been doing this?
I'm telling you, and he told me to let every single one know. He doesn't care if it's strawweight. He doesn't care if it's heavyweight. He said he'll knock every bitch out. He's going on the knocking every bitch out tour.
Yeah. Now, does the Boomerang come back? That's a question a lot of people are asking. When you throw this Boomerang, does he come back?
I know this is a very serious subject, so I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Okay.
They don't come back, but Boomerang does. He's the only one.
He's young, so he's loyal then. He's a loyal Boomerang.
He's a loyal Boomerang.
Yeah.
The reason why he didn't come back to Verdum was because if he did, like I said earlier, he would have killed him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I mean, Verdum has been, now I noticed Verdum has been all over the place, capitalizing. Do you feel that Verdum, I know they're training partners and everything like that, but do you feel that he's kind of taking some of the spotlight from the Boomerang? I mean, he seems like he's going around, joking around about Boomerangs. He's even holding other Boomerangs. Is the MMA Boomerang a little jealous of this whole situation?
I mean, he's really not. He's a very loyal guy. You know, he understands who brought him up, so he's very grateful to Verdum. In fact, he's telling me that in 2 years, the whole MMA community is gonna have Boomerangs. I'm not sure if you saw that video of Fabricio Verdum and his training partners, but they all have Boomerangs, and every single one of those Boomerangs could potentially be a champion.
Oh, well, that's actually pretty interesting. Imagine a UFC roster full of Boomerangs. I mean, that would really change the game.
Yeah.
Now, if there is no one to throw the Boomerang, how does the Boomerang compete?
You'll just have to see December 30th, UFC 219.
How is the Boomerang's ground game? Is it all about striking, or can the Boomerang roll?
You can do it all.
Yeah.
They say GSP is the GOAT. They say Anderson Silva was the GOAT.
Yeah.
But guess what? Boomerang didn't pop 30, did he?
That's true. That's actually a very good point. A lot of these high-level athletes who everyone thinks is the best in the game, they're all getting popped for steroids, but the Boomerang is clean as fuck.
USADA was undefeated till Boomerang came.
How do they drug test the Boomerang?
See, now that's they came in.
Yeah.
I heard screaming and I heard a lot of things I probably shouldn't have, but they got the job done. I didn't really ask because I didn't want to know.
Yeah.
And Boomerang, well, it was horrifying.
All right. Yeah, Carlos Rivera live on the MMA-Holes, the manager of MMA Boomerang. Phone lines are open, 516-522-0267. We're going to take a couple of calls, and then we'll let Carlos on his way. I appreciate you coming on. If you guys are just jumping in, I mean, listen, I think everyone, unless you live under a rock, you've heard the story for Fabricio Verdum in Australia. Now, did the Boomerang get sent home? I know Colby Covington got sent home. Did the Boomerang get sent home too?
He didn't. I mean, they tried to, but he knocked out both the people that try to to take him home, and then after that he just went to I think a bar, and then got a hotel that same night.
Okay.
In Sydney.
Oh, in Sydney. All right. Does the Boomerang have an Australian accent? Is what I need to know.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I think people
It's
are
from there.
I think people are afraid to call right now. They're a little nervous. I think you're intimidating the chat room right now. TRT Boomerang. Oh, we got a call. Hold on a second. All right. You are live with the MMA-Holes and Carlos Rivera, the manager of MMA Boomerang. What's your question?
How does the Boomerang match up against Conor?
That's a great question over there. I'm not sure if you could hear that, but thank you for the call. How does the Boomerang match up against Conor McGregor?
I mean, he'll knock him out. He'll destroy him. Conor doesn't stand a single chance. I saw his fight against Floyd. I know his hands got a lot better, but I don't see anybody on the roster that has a single chance against the Boomerang.
Yeah, the Boomerang seems like he's a very confident fighter, mixed martial artist. How long has the Boomerang been training for?
He's been training about 2 to 4 years.
2 to 4 years. Okay, so there you go. And so not in the game very long, but it's I mean, geez, going after the top fighters. Yeah. Yeah. All right, one more call. We'll take it. 516-522-0267. Thank you for coming on again. Oh my God. Let's see what we got in the chat. Okay, they're calling you a Mexican. That's terribly racist, Jay Smooth. That's a black man saying that's terrible. Craig Lee says screaming Darth Colleen. Let's see what else we got here. This dude makes me want to kick a dog. I don't even know what the hell that means. This dude Boomerang drunk off of tequila. So does the Boomerang like to drink?
He's a party. He's crazy, man.
Super
every single night.
Hold on one second. We got a donation here.
Carcudge's autopsy shows Boomerang death. Google it.
Wait, hold on a second. Is this breaking news? It says, I don't know, Kakatsu's autopsy shows Boomerang's death. Google it. What is this? Is this fake news? Can you confirm that the Boomerang's... Yeah, the Boomerang's alive. It must be an imposter.
Yeah. People are trying to make all stories and everything just to get some fame because he's the money fight. He's what's been talked about in MMA nowadays.
I noticed the Boomerang seems like a little bit of a trash talker looking at the Instagram page. Very confident in his skills. And he's just going out there. There's a picture of Tyron Woodley kicking the Boomerang. I don't know when that happened, but I noticed on the Instagram. I don't know what the fuck it is. There's a big Boomerang with Tyron Woodley kicking it. I don't know what that is, but it's fantastic.
It's all fake news, man.
Yeah, it is. All right. Well, hey, listen. Is there anything that the Boomerang would like to shout out before I let you go?
The Strangle MMA, they shouted him out when he had no followers. And, ever since that, he's been blowing up.
I do notice this. Chase Sherman. I notice Devin Clark, friend of the MMA-Holes, is following the Boomerang. That's actually really cool. Have they reached out to the Boomerang, or has the Boomerang got a chance to talk to these guys? Do they back him?
They have Alex Nicholson, the Spartan, Chase Sherman, this dude called Brad. I forgot his name, but he's a UFC fighter. 2, 3, 4 fighters around there. They message him. And sometimes he talks to them, but he's friendly with most fighters. But when it comes to the ones he doesn't like, then that's a whole different story. Yeah.
Well, it seems like the Boomerang is really doing his thing or her thing. I don't know what it's transgender or what it is. But I mean, it's partying, having a great time. We're going up the rankings. And listen, if the Boomerang ever wants to come on, I don't think can the Boomerang talk?
Yeah.
Oh, the Boomerang can talk. Maybe one day, maybe down the road. If you can talk to the Boomerang for me, maybe you could have the Boomerang come on the show as himself, the Boomerang. That would be great. If you guys want to see in the chat room, hit me with the ones right now if you want to see the actual Boomerang on the show. Carlos Rivera, thank you so much. If there's anything else you'd like to say, the floor is yours. Go for it.
No, absolutely. Thank you for having me. You are the Asa. Era 1 is not the Asa.
He's a perfect.
And whenever you want the actual Boomerang to come and speak to you guys, just let us know. I'll make it happen.
All right. Thank you, Carlos, for coming on. I appreciate it. And good luck to the Boomerang.
Thank you.
All right. There he is. Carlos Rivera, live in the MMA-Holes. I mean, that's insane. I mean, look at that shit. Could you believe it? Could you believe it? MMA Boomerang, who's creeping up to 2,000 followers over there, killing it on Instagram, looking to make big waves in the UFC, rising up the rankings. Colby Covington says, "Bring it, kid." to the MMA Boomerang, has UFC fighters following him. So go give him a follow on Instagram. Go say hello from the MMA-Holes over there. The MMA Boomerang.
Wonderful,
It's
wonderful.
wonderful, wonderful. The phone lines are open if you would like to talk. If you would like to... I see some ones in the chat. Jessie, a Gary Banjo sandwich, King's Your Mother's Ring. They say bring the actual boomerang on. So there you go. Bring the actual boomerang on the show. Oh, for fuck's sake. There you go. I need to know what you guys think about that whole thing over there. I mean, I was shocked, and the boomerang got back to me and then had me contact the manager and make this happen. I mean, sometimes you think about things and you're like, holy shit. I mean, we've only been doing this for a year, and you get guests like that. It doesn't get any better. It really doesn't. So there you go. What did you guys think of the Boomerang's manager? Carlos Rivera, let me know in the chat right now, and then we're going to move on.
Wonderful, wonderful.
We're going to move on. That segment made me want to do drugs again, says Tan.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Real TV is going to call in on a payphone, says Law of Attraction. Law of Attraction, God may bring our souls. Ming? Who knows? Don't bring him back, says Jay Smooth in big caps. Tanner, I said I wasn't going to drink again. I just started because of that, says Darth Bane. So now Darth Bane is going to drinking again. Carl's going to pull second shift, third job, says Hydra. Bring the boomerang on, says NH. So NH says, yeah. Paulie crying, Malnaji's laughing at the payphone. A worst guest ever, says Darth Bane. Oh, God. The boomerang is a game Mexican, says Kinshiro Ryu. I think he's full of shit. So Steven Cedillo says he doesn't think he's really telling the truth here. Wow, that's a turn of events. Now, that is indeed, I actually did a little research. That is indeed the manager of MMA Boomerang over here. So go give him a follow on Instagram. And if you missed it, check this out over here. And there goes the boomerang. Bruh, is that Boomerang? And yeah, they're
Wonderful, wonderful.
I'm fucking snorting. Oh my God. Anyway, yeah, go check out the Boomerang's page over there. Passes the B sample. All right, well, let's move on. Let's fucking move on. I don't know what happened. I lost complete control. Chris, you jerk. I was going to call in and tell the dude I need a once. So listen, you can call him right now. Okay, it's over, says Olympia Life. It is over. So Daryl, if you want to call in, the phone lines are open. We're going to move on to UFC Fight Night. That's this weekend, 7 a.m. I will be doing a stream. That's right. I will be doing a Fight Buddies, 7 a.m. in the morning on the East Coast, and Pacific time is 4 a.m. So if you're feeling frisky, stop on by the MMA-Holes, slap that notification bell. It is wonderful, wonderful, and we're going to be going through this fight card over here. It's not very much to go through. There's only 4 fights on it. If I'm feeling frisky, I might come on a little early and do a little preliminary action. I don't know. But this here, Michael Bisping, he's a pretty good manager, this is Brian Rogers. So there you go. What's up, Cameron? What's going on? Can we discuss something real now? Like DeReal versus G-Man on February. All right. You're live with the MMA-Holes. Kinshiro Ryu, welcome to the show. What's going on?
Hey, Chris. I'm glad that you're doing the Fight Buddies for UFC versus China, you know?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, you know what? Now, Kenshiro, okay, I don't want to be racist here. Japanese, Chinese, dirty knees. What are you? I think you're Chinese, right?
Yeah, I'm Chinese,
Okay.
so I'm really interested because the Chinese is the greatest race in this whole planet, you know?
I can't argue. Now,
We
China,
can beat up all the other 20 Asian races together.
are you the best race from Asia? Is that what you're saying right now?
I'm the most racist Chinese man in Brooklyn. That's what I'm saying.
Now, UFC China, it's the first time, right? Shanghai, China. Maybe you can help me out. Have you ever been to China, Kenshiro?
Yeah, I was in a farming village until I was like 6 or 7. So I did a lot of, I killed a lot of baby chickens. I killed a lot of baby frogs. I killed a lot of baby snakes.
Did you really?
Killed a lot of baby fishes. Yeah, I told you privately. Everything I talk about in the show is real, you know?
Well, I was a little intoxicated. I think we both were a little
I just
intoxicated.
killed a lot of baby animals growing up, you know. I felt bad about it. That's why I'm very gentle with animals now.
Well, how does that work? Now, I have friends like from Italy and stuff like that. And it's pretty much the same thing. You know, you grow up, you raise what you eat. You know, that's how it works. So these animals, they get slaughtered. You throw them in your belly, and it's for a good cause. So I'm assuming when you were a kid, you just killed them.
No, not me. I just put firecrackers in like frog's mouth and just light up.
So you would just kill them to mutilate them. That's what would happen.
No, it's really fun. You put a firecracker in a frog, you light it up, you toss it in the air, and when it explodes, all the guts fall over your face. You know?
Oh, that's awesome. Can you translate what McCrary Malinaji said in the chat? I don't even know, but it looks like he dropped some actual Chinese.
That's fucking Korean, man.
Oh, is
Not
it?
even Chinese,
fucking racist. Paulie crying out.
It's fucking racist, man.
That was very racist. Kick him out of here. Well,
I'm Chinese. I'm not fucking Korean, you know, the dirty fucking Korean race.
Now, is it true that Koreans, I noticed there is a difference, right? Now, of course there's a difference. I mean, for God's sakes. But, I mean, there is a difference. Koreans have rounder faces, if I'm not mistaken, correct? I have a Hyundai, for God's sake, so I know these things.
Yeah.
This is true.
Well, the Koreans, they have the most plastic surgeries, you know. So everything is fake. Their nose is fake. The abs are fake. The men are all manginas, you know.
Yeah.
The Japanese have the smallest penis, you know. So that's how you can tell.
You know what I
They
know?
wrap that giant adult baby diaper around their dick and never gets to see any room or, you know, so it doesn't grow, you know. That's why I don't wear any underwear. Because, I like to free my penis so it lets it grow like a tree, you know.
The weird thing about
you give more space and you grow bigger, you know.
Yeah, that's true. That's actually a very good point. Now, Japanese, I heard the rumor about small penises, but I hear that the women have big tits. Is that true? Like I hear,
yes, they do. Yes, they do.
I wonder why that is.
You go watch Japanese porn. All the actresses have giant, big, natural boobs.
What do you think that is? Do you think it's something with the milk over there or something?
I don't know, but I'm planning a trip to Japan to find my wife. You know.
All right. So
I don't care if she's a porn star because if she is, it's okay because they're very submissive. They're well trained.
Yeah.
I don't have to even have to train her. You know.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I don't know what you just said, but anyway. Talk to me. UFC China. I need to know. Michael Bisping, Kelvin Gastelum. I mean, it's a big deal, right? It's got to be a big deal in China. It's the first time they're ever doing this. And I love that the UFC is doing it live, like they're showing us it live. Who cares what time it is?
Yeah.
I need to watch this live.
Great.
But what do you think? I mean, China, is this a big deal? How is it over there in China? Like, how would it, are they going to get fired up? Is the crowd going to be, all going crazy? This event
You're going to have a stadium of, 50,000 very racist Chinese people, okay? Yeah. All fired up to see all the Chinese fighters. I mean, the Chinese fighters that put in there, you could look at their records. They got some near-perfect records on there, fighting a bunch of, American cans, you know?
Yeah, they're feeding them to the wolves. You got this guy Li Jingliang from China, 13-4, pretty impressive over there. You have another one over here, Wang Guan, who is 16-1. It looks like he's going to mutilate Bruce Leroy. Bruce Leroy, I feel, is completely overrated. But
it is overrated.
Yeah, you do have these guys in here. I mean, I'm not too familiar about them. Do you know anything? I mean, I'm actually interested about this guy, Wang Guan. I'm actually a little interested on this guy over here. I'm looking. He's on the main card. He's fighting Bruce Leroy. There is not much to find out about him. This is his first UFC fight in China. I'm curious. Do you have any knowledge of these guys that are going to be on the card, or it's just fuck it?
No, but his nickname is the Dongbei Tiger. You know, that's no bullshit. You know, these nicknames are real. You know, I mean, no one's nicknamed the Tiger. Like, if you nickname some guy like the Dragon, it's all bullshit. You know, there's no real dragons out there. You know, when you nickname the Tiger, it means you're the real shit. You know.
Yeah.
That you've been mauling opponents in real life. You know.
That's true. Dragons are fake.
I think
so.
He's gonna fuck up Alex Caceres, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm interested in this card. There's something about it that's interesting to me. Now, how many? I don't know where it's in Shanghai. I don't know this venue. Do you know anything about the venue? Is it a large venue? Can they fit a lot of people? Are you aware?
I'm not sure. But Shanghai is huge. You know, they got a lot of modern buildings there, so I don't see the stadium being that small. They might have at least 20,000 people. You know, it should be bigger than Madison Square Garden. You know.
You would think it would be.
Has about 18,000.
Yeah, China's huge. You would think it'd be a huge event over there in China, especially the first time. I'm surprised it took this long to get to China. You know.
The Chinese government don't want the Chinese martial arts to go outside of China. That's why they pretty much have their own MMA stuff going on, because they don't want the Chinese fighters to get beaten up in the UFC over America. It will ruin the prestige that Chinese martial arts has been bullshitting for the last few 100 years.
Luis Barboza, new MMA hole, says Kelvin got this. Bisping is taking a fight too soon. Kenshiro, what do you think about this? Michael Bisping, Kelvin Gastelum. This is, to me, I mean, I'm swaying in the Mexican way over here, but it's hard, man. It's really hard for me to pick. I don't know what to expect in this fight. What do you think in this fight, Bisping versus Gastelum?
I think Bisping is a real fighter. I think he's going to beat Kelvin Gastelum. I think Michael is a better fighter than who's that fucking white dude, man? That crybaby. Oh, Chris Weidman. Yeah, there you go. I remember him by his nickname, crybaby.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think Kelvin can beat Bisping. Bisping, he's pretty. I would say he's a pretty ghetto English guy. So he bled a little bit with GSP. I mean, he wasn't even cut up. GSP was cut up. He just basically took one bad hit in exchange with GSP, and then he got choked out. It's not a big deal,
I think the fascinating part of this fight is with Weidman, he had to take him down. He was the bigger guy. He had to take him down, smother him. When Kelvin caught him, Weidman got rocked. He got rocked. Now, Michael Bisping is going to keep it on the feet. So now you got two guys that are going to be swinging. You got to think that this one's going to be a good stand-up fight between these two guys, Kelvin Gastelum, Bisping. Bisping has a chin, So, I mean, this is going to be a fun fight. This is a good fight. This is a really good fight. I have a question.
Bisping is going to be in China too, man. It's great.
It's good stuff. I think Bisping, you got to give him credit for this one. Coming in once again on short notice, taking a fight that really doesn't mean anything to him. If anything, it could hurt him. And going in there like, fuck it, I'm going to headline this card, get paid. It's a badass move, right?
Oh, yeah. I love him. He did a lot for himself this year and last year. I mean, he totally changed the fans around. I mean, Bisping is going to be remembered very fondly by the fans and the critics, for all the shit that he done in the last couple of years,
Paulie Crawley, not Malinaji, says this is a sad fight for both. I don't see that. I mean, I think Kelvin, he's already saying that he wants to go back to 170. I don't know if he could even make that weight again, but I think it's a fun fight for us. This fight's a fun fight for us. It's just going to, these two are going to throw. Kenshiro, what are in wontons? In wonton soup? What the fuck? What is that meat that's in wontons? You need to tell us what the fuck's in that.
It could be usually like processed pork.
Okay.
Or if you pay an extra $1, it will have like baby shrimp in there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I always
so
wondered.
The baby shrimp could be whole or it could be like chopped up,
Now, we live in New York, right? You're in Brooklyn, and I'm in Queens. And I have to say the Chinese food's pretty decent over here. But what do you think? I mean, what do you say about New York Chinese food?
The takeout is crap. You have to go to the Manhattan Chinatown to have really big restaurants where they serve dim sum in a cart.
Okay.
Fresh and hot. So you gotta go to places like that, and you gotta have something called Peking duck. Okay.
Yeah, I heard that's good.
They deboned it. The whole duck is roasted, deboned, and they wrap it in rice flour doughy bread, and with the sauce and scallions, and there's no bones, and they cut it all up for you, and then you just roll it and eat it like a joint.
I used to deliver in Elmhurst, and we got a new MMA hole over here. Here we go. It is a Ding Big Ching.
What's the name?
Wonderful.
Ding Big.
In honor of UFC China, we have Ding Big Ching is now an MMA holes.
You're gonna get a lot of new subscribers on the East Coast if you do the Fight Buddies at 7 a.m.
I think it'd be fun. I'm just doing it to have a little bit of fun. I'm doing it to complain, but I'm not really complaining. I've been saying that I want Bellator to do this. I want Bellator to go live whenever they're live. I want them to do that for us. The UFC does a good job with that. Whenever they're live around the world, we get to see it live, and that I'm down. I'm down for that. So.
Yeah, that's great.
I don't know. The story I was going to tell was there was a place. It's like a Chinatown in Queens, and they would hang all the ducks in the window, like the ducks and the pigs.
Yeah, that's Flushing. That's Flushing, Queens, man.
Yeah. Well, I was in Elmhurst, but yeah, in Flushing they do the same thing. Yeah, Flushing it's crazy over there. So now, is that the place to go? Like if you go.
Yeah, all my girlfriends are in Flushing, so.
Oh really? All right. One day we'll do a meetup in Flushing, and you can show me all the spots. I'm not eating cat though. I hear all these rumors about cats. Can you just derail these rumors of cats?
You go to Long Island, you can order dog or cat, you know.
So is that what it is in Long Island? It's dog or cat? Is that
Because it's more rural and restaurants, they do actually serve it. I'm not kidding with you.
Let me tell you a story here. I'm going to tell you a quick story. I worked for a delivery company, right? We have another. Here we go. Jack Mayhofer. Jack Mayhoff is, it's usually Jack Mayhofer, but we have Jack Mayhoff is. Welcome,
Wonderful,
Jack
wonderful.
Mayhoff. Listen to this shit, Kenshiro. I delivered in Corona, all right, Corona, Queens. Okay,
Yeah.
it was a Chinese name on the package, and I didn't know where to deliver this thing. So what did I do? I went to the back. I was just gonna release it in the backyard. I go in the backyard. Kenshiro, I shit you not. There were cages of cats. Of cats just like stacked up on top of each other like they did. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't fucking believe it. And I was just like, oh, maybe they're breeding them. You know, I just,
Yeah.
But I honestly
For lunch.
think they were cooking the fucking things. What do you think, Kenshiro? Do you think they is
Yeah, my dad is a takeout chef, you know.
okay? Tell us the truth here.
So he tells me that it's real, you know. He ate
my
dog
God.
like a few times in Long Island.
I mean, meat is meat, right? But I don't want to eat a cat. I don't want to eat a dog. I don't know why. It just feels so fucking horrible. Would you eat it if they put a cat in front of you? If they put not like a real cat, but if they cooked you something and it was like, listen, this is cat, just give it a shot. Would you just go for it to give it a shot or no?
If I was not starving, I won't do it. But if like we're stuck in an island or we're in Long Island and the world came to an end and there's no food, no, I'll eat the cat. I'll eat the dog.
Why the fuck not?
Why
right?
not? Yeah.
Yeah, meat is meat.
Who
All
the
right,
fuck not, man?
Yeah, Kenshiro, you're awesome. One of the Patreons, awesome peoples. If you want to see a little bit more Kenshiro Ryu, go check out UFC 217, that little playlist over there. We have a couple of videos with Kenshiro over there where we got to meet Luke Thomas. That was wonderful, wonderful. Kenshiro, any last words?
I think Nate Diaz is a retard for asking for $15 million to fight Tyron Woody, and I hope the Boomerang will take less money, maybe like $1.5 million, and replace Nate and fight Woody at 219.
All right, there you go. Words of wisdom. Thank you, Kenshiro. We'll see you in the chat. All right, there he is, Kenshiro Ryu. Jump in on the MMA-Holes. I like leaving Kenshiro on a little bit longer. He's fucking awesome. He really is. Not the pussy you want to munch on. This is Gary Banjo Sandwich. Chris, that's racist question. This is Jason. Well, hey, listen. I am asking the questions that you guys have in your head, but you never got the opportunity. That's the great part about this show. You know, we just ask the hard-hitting questions here. We learn a lot on the MMA-Holes. Whether people think it's racist or not, who gives a fuck? Gobble, gobble.
Gobble.
Turkeys this weekend. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone over here in the U.S. and whatever you guys are doing for this time of the year. Hope you guys are having a great time, and it's wonderful, wonderful. But UFC China, I will be live. I will be live for UFC China, and I can't fucking wait. Seriously, 7 o'clock in the morning, I'll have a little breakfast. Maybe I'll have some breakfast for you guys. I'll cook some eggs for everybody. I'll have some coffee. There you go. Eat beans, says Steven Cedillo. Chris, no! Could never eat a dog or cat. They are pets. That's racist, says NH. Yeah, listen, I'm not eating a fucking dog or a cat, all right? That's not going to happen. But when he was talking about Long Island and Chinese food in Long Island being dog or cat, I've thought it a million times. I have a lot of family that lives in Long Island. I've had this Chinese food over there, and I'm not going to lie. I questioned the meat. There probably is a chance that I've eaten dog or cat, and I'm not happy about this. It's not something that I need in my life. But fucking A. Let me know in the chat what you're doing for Thanksgiving. Right now, 57 likes. Thanks for the likes, guys. Keep on liking this video for the fuck of it. Jessie Bell Hill will be live, and that is wonderful, wonderful too. Phone lines are open. What I'm going to do is this, guys. We have about, 49 minutes or 59 minutes left. Actually, no, 49 minutes left. Fucking math is out of control. What I want to do is make this a free-for-all. The next half of this show over here, okay? Let's make this a free-for-all. The lines are going to stay open. So if you guys want to call, go for it. If you guys are feeling frisky and you want to donate, well, boom, drop into Super Chat or Streamlabs. Knock yourself out. I do appreciate those donations. They are wonderful, wonderful. We have a chat room full of fooks. If you have anything you want to throw in there, go for it. We're just going to have a little fun here. It's Wednesday. This is the 60th week in a row. The 60th week in a row that we've been doing this. Hit me with the ones if you want to hear more Kenshiro Ryu, by the way. More Kenshiro, hit me with the ones. He's a good guy, man. Good friend of the MMA-Holes. Like him. Like him a lot. All right, so 60 weeks in a row of MMA-Holes. It's like we're just hitting these landmarks over here. We're just hitting our stride. It's a lot of fun to do this. If you guys missed the interview with the MMA Boomerang's manager, you can run it back after the show. Check that out. Some interesting stuff over there. Brian Rogers says dogs are good, lean meat to eat. So there you go. Law of Attraction, sub to Jessie. There you go. MMA Queen. Gary Banjo Sandwich says French eat horses. Michael Anzalone says hello, Darth. Why, Black Tanner? I'm jerking off from noon to night for Turkey Day. So Mr. Danky is going to be spanking the whole entire time. Noon to night. Law of Attraction says, bring him back, Kenshiro Ryu. Brian Rogers, Steven Cedillo. Tanner says no. Daryl says, yeah, bring him back. Hip hop. Daryl. Kenshiro says, bring myself back. Luis Barboza gives me a 21. So here's Blackjack. Jay Smooth dropping the Unos. There you go. That's good stuff. Good stuff on the MMA-Holes. My Thanksgiving is going to be autistic, says M24. Another thing, too, on Thanksgiving. How many people are getting together with family that they don't want to be with? All right? Now, 43 watching right now. Let me know how many people in the chat room are going to be getting together on Thanksgiving with people they do not want to be with. A lot of that happens. You see people you don't really give two fucks about, and you want to be with them. I'm not saying that's me, but I know that situations like that happen where you're stuck and you got to do stuff like that. Let me know in the chat. My thinking, so that I'm kind of tipsy listening to Three Doors Down while looking for my Now That's What I Call Music 2000 CD, says Darth Bane. Now that's what I call music. It's wonderful, wonderful. Traditional Thanksgiving meal, says Michael Anzalone. There you go. I can hear Ryu talk all day, says M24. Darth, what do you think of Three Doors Down? Three Doors Down. I was never a Three Doors Down fan. I don't know. Kryptonite, right? I don't know. They never did it for me, Three Doors Down. I remember they used to play it on 92.3 K-Rock over here in New York, which is back in NY. And all they would play was like Three Doors Down over and over again. And fucking Buck Cherry. I want to kill myself. Jessie talking like an Italian bookie. What'd you say? Trying not to off myself when fam tells me I have no life. Does that happen, Jessie? Does your family say you have no life? Well, you have the MMA-Holes, I guess, right? We have each other. I have to say, I like this chat room better than most people in my life. I'm not going to lie. Like, you guys are here all the time. We get to hang out. We actually enjoy each other's company. There's sometimes you're with people in life that don't even fucking enjoy each other. So there you go. Luis Barboza says Blink-182. Back in the day, Blink-182 was the shit. They were funny as fuck, man. They had the videos and shit like that. Good stuff. I have to give a shout out to this chat. I have to give you a quick shout out. On this holiday of Thanksgiving, everyone needs to be thankful. And let me know what you're thankful about in the chat. But I'm thankful for this. I'm going to tell you guys right now. I'm going to get a little sentimental. I am thankful for the MMA-Holes. The fact that these people keep coming back and supporting the show. If you think about it, we're not strangers anymore, right? Because now we're a community of fooks. But if you look into this chat, these are the people that keep it going. These are the people that are why we come back. This is why this show keeps going and flowing. You are the guys that share the show. You are the guys and gals that like the show. Like, thumbs ups. I have family members that won't share or like this shit. I got good friends that won't share or like this shit. But this chat room over here, a bunch of people that I met on the internet, are people that like and share this show. People that support something that I'm very passionate about, that I have a lot of fun with. It may be a little retarded. I may come across as but I have a good time. I have a good time. And the reason why we do so many shows here is because of all you guys. So I do appreciate, from the bottom of my heart, I am thankful for the MMA-Holes. For you guys sharing this shit. For me to ask certain friends to share my shit, it's literally like pulling teeth. It really is. I'll send out a text. Be like, hey guys, could you share this? And they'll just not answer. Think it's ridiculous. Like, why is this guy playing on YouTube? But you guys come back all the time. So that's right, guys. Give a fucking standing ovation to the MMA-Holes. You guys are awesome, and I'm thankful for you motherfuckers. I'm thankful for American Weeds, is Brian Roger. I'm thankful for Live in the UK. There you go. Live in the UK, Gary Banjo Sandwich. I'm thankful for the Holes, says Hip Hop. There you go. Laura, seriously, dude? Do you eat crab legs? I'm thankful for the MMA-Holes. MMA-Holes for life, says Ann H with a heart. You are wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
This channel is the best thing that happened to me this year, says M24. You know what? Joking or not joking, that's fucking cool, man. Appreciate that, M24. Moto Man says, I'm thankful for finally coming out of the closet. Well, hey, listen. Whatever you got to do, man, you do you. No hate over here. I'm thankful for, hold on. God, chat. I'm thankful that a platform to have civil discussions with no evil undertones attached. So there you go, says Darth Bane. There really is no evil. We're just here to goof off, right? Well done, says Islamic Bacon Grease. I'm thankful for porn, says Hip. For real. That's a good time, right? Whoa. You're alive with the MMA-Holes. What's your name? Where you from?
Hey, Chris, it's G-Man. How you doing tonight?
G-Man, welcome. You sound a little sick. Are you okay?
No, I'm feeling fucking great. I don't have too much time to talk, though, because I got my weed man coming over.
Oh, okay. So, G-Man, is it true that you're fighting Daryl? Like, what's going on? You came on the show not too long ago. You had Christmas lights up. What can you give us an update on what's going on in your life right now?
Look, man, a lot of unexpected stuff has happened to me over the last week. I don't really want to get into the details too deep, but we'll just leave it at that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to fighting him.
Yeah. All right. Now, G-Man, it's been a little while since you've been in the cage and stuff like that. It looks like you have that itch again. Looks like you have that itch. So what kind of G-Man will we see when you get back into that cage?
I'm going to rip that motherfucker to shreds. You just wait. You watch and see what happens. I'm going to sit on that motherfucker's face and shove my dick down his fucking throat.
You're going to shove your dick down his throat? Oh, my God. That's a little bit harsh right there. I mean, Jesus Christ. Is that a train?
All right, my weed man's here. I got to go. I'm sorry. Talk to you in a bit.
There you go. Thank you, G-Man Mule calling in. All right. I'm thankful that G-Man Mule called in.
Gobble. Gobble.
We had Nate TS calling. We had Mike Goldberg calling in. Now we have G-Man Mule calling. This is good stuff over here. Keeping that phone line open. 516-522-0267. G-Man Mule calling in. If you guys like, who's G-Man Mule? G-Man Mule is an MMA hole. It is supposed to fight D-Real. DeReal probably will call in now and counter. DeReal, call in and counter. Oh, God, I love this.
Gobble.
All right. DeReal says he's whooping G-Man's ass. The chat room's going wild. G-Man has ignited the chat room with laughter. It sounds like his wife got home. There was like a train that came. A train like rolled in the background. Did you guys hear that? I was like, woo, dude. It was like a fucking train coming into the station. He had to go because my wife is home. I can't. Oh, I love this shit. I really can't. There you go. All right, so Michael Bisping, Kelvin Gastelum. We're going to get more into detail with this since we're doing a fight, buddies, I'm going to give you my guaranteed picks. I went 6 for 6 the last time. I'm going to run the table again. I'm going to go 4 for 4 the next time. Check out the schedule over here. A lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of stuff to wrap your heads around over here on a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. All right. Come on, schedule. Load up, you fuck. All right. There it is. UFC.com is where we get all our fun stuff over here. Uh-oh. We have DeReal calling in. DeReal live on the MMA-Holes. I mean, G-Man calls in. Why not DeReal this time? DeReal, what's going on?
Yeah, hello. What up, Chris?
What's going on?
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm whooping G-Man ass, boy. I promise I'm whooping G.
Now, DeReal, G-Man says that he's going to stick his cock in your throat. I mean, how do you respond to that?
I know he gave from me, but I ain't swinging that way. I'm whooping his ass, B. I promise you. I'm beating his ass.
Man, oh, man. I don't know. I mean, listen, G-Man came in on fire. I think you won the exchange the first time around, but now G-Man calls in, and G-Man, I mean, was off the hook this time. I don't know. How could you top that last call, DeReal?
Well, you know, shit. I ain't going to do nothing. Well, listen. I ain't going to say no gay shit, but just know when he give me that back, I'm not gay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. And I'm going to beat G-Man ass, B. Watch. I promise you, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to fuck around. He going to fuck around and go for an ankle pick because he like to go low on gas.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to dodge that.
Yeah.
I'm going to dodge that, though. You know what I'm saying? Man, he ain't. Listen, and then Jessie going to be watching him fight. Man, I ain't going to lose in front of Bay. Hell nah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm beating his ass.
Can we back this up for a second? Now, you said you're going to take his back, but you're going to reassure him that you're not gay. So are you going to whisper in his ear and be like, psst, hey, by the way, I'm on your back, but there's no homo. Are you going to tell him this?
I'm going to hit his ass with the, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to give him a kiss on the cheek.
Yeah. You're going to kiss. You're going to fucking take his back. You're going to put the hooks in, and you're going to get a little kiss on the cheek.
Yeah, I'm gonna spit on my dick because I know he'll be a little dry.
All right.
Spit on my dick, you know what I'm saying? Lube it up.
So you're
And,
gonna
shit. He gonna be my bitch after that.
You're gonna penetrate G-Man in the middle of the cage. You're gonna kiss his cheek.
I'm gonna fuck him like the bitch he is in front of everybody.
Oh my God, this is insane. Now, if you guys are jumping in, if you're new to the show, G-Man versus DeReal has been going on in this chat. We're trying to make this fight happen. You guys are saying at 170, right? Is that the weight class that you guys are fighting at?
Yeah, 170, man. No,
Yeah.
I'm finna put on some pounds. I'm gonna put on some pounds, man. I don't even celebrate Thanksgiving, but I'm gonna go ahead and eat up for this day.
Mm-hmm. Well, all right. So there you go, 170. I mean, it's going to be a crazy fight. I think saying February that this is going to happen. I'm pumped up about it. I hope you guys stay healthy and keep training, and we get a good fight for that night.
Yeah, Chris, we need that. We need that on the MMA-Holes show. We need that on that, man. I want everybody to see that shit, replay it, click it, share it, all that shit, man. I'm gonna fuck them.
Now, you're going to fuck him. What can we expect on DeReal's channel? Now, you've been fucking on fire. I noticed a lot of live streams over there. I've been trying to catch everything that I catch over there. I think your best bit is when you read the hate comments and stuff like that. To me, that's a home run. What can we look forward to on DeReal's channel?
Oh, yeah, more of that, man, because I see, I'm getting positive vibes on there. I need more of that, but shit, some people been pulling some pussy moves, though. Some people been making some comments right then. I try to go in it, and they'll delete their shit. Come on, man. I need that for my show, bitch.
That's right. I did notice that you have one video over there. There was a video that had 3K views on that thing. So, I mean, you know how to get some views. I know you get the ladies on there, too, and stuff like that. Can we look forward to any sexy big booty hoes coming on?
Yeah, I got to get some new ones, though. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I gotta step back out here, give me a couple of thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Maybe one day you get Jessie.
I got I don't know, man. I don't know. I might go downtown, try to run to another white girl real quick. Shit.
Snow bunny, right?
I got just. Huh?
Get some snow bunnies.
I gotta go down. I gotta go downtown and give me a little snow bunny, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got a little Jessie fever, so I need a snow bunny.
That's right. There you go. Get yourself a snow bunny. All right, DeReal, thank you for the call. Appreciate it.
Love.
All right, DeReal calling in. There you go. We had G-Man. We had DeReal. We're gonna keep the phone lines open. If you want to call in, say whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. It's Thanksgiving.
Gobble.
Gobble. Everyone gobble.
Gobble.
Everyone get drunk and
gobble.
Eat your way. Eat into a food coma. Funny story over here. Chatterbait. Streamed live on Chatterbait. G-Man. All right. I'm going to address this. I've been seeing Chatterbait. I must live under a fucking rock. All right. Hold on. I'm going to turn off the phones for a second. Hold on a second. Here we go. Everybody dance.
It's time to rant. It's time to rant. Chris is gonna rant and piss people off. It's time to rant.
It's time to rant.
Get ready for a rant
and get pissed off.
If you care,
go away.
I don't want you here anyway.
Chris is gonna rant. Chris is gonna rant. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Shit, fuck, fuck.
Gobble.
Everybody gobble in that chat. Okay. So I finally figured out what Chatterbait is. Apparently I live under a fucking rock, right? Apparently I live under a rock. I had no idea what Chatterbait was. So what does Chris do? What does Mystic Moss do? He goes onto Chatterbait and he was like, holy fuck. Holy fuck. Now, if you guys are not familiar with Chatterbait is, okay? It is the cringiest thing I've ever seen in my life, all right? It is fucking out of control. Like, literally out of fucking control, right? So let me explain to you guys, to the people, the guys and gals that don't know it, Chatterbait is, okay? It is a website, or I don't know, you could get it on your phone, on the computer. You go on there, it's almost like this. It's almost like YouTube Live. So we could get donations over here and for these swole sexy shows. Chatterbait is a whole different thing over there, okay? Chatterbait is a site where women, men, I couldn't even tell you what the fuck I saw over there. I didn't even know. I had no idea what the fuck I said. All I knew was I got sad. I got instantly sad. It's a sad fucking place, Chatterbait. I was watching the fucking streams. It's literally people like live streaming and like doing porn for like money so people would donate for people to do shit over there. And I literally felt immediately bad for the people in the chat. It was bonkers. Like absolutely bonkers. Guys, now everyone has their things. You know, every... Chatterbait, my hog right now says honky boy. Chatterbait, good shit. There's some legit characters on it. No. All right, so maybe if you want to hang out in the chat rooms over there and do it, whatever the fuck you want to do, that's fine. But then there's people donating for this shit. Now, credit to the people that are performing on Chatterbait. They're probably making bank. They're probably making bank just sitting there and just fucking blasting their fucking cunts. But it is so fucking sad. It's sad. It's a fucking sad place. It's sad. I'm sorry. I don't get it. Like, now, listen. If you want to spank and knock yourself out, there's a million ways to do it. But you're fucking going on this website and donating for women to do shit on there. I mean, good for the women raping the people in the chat. But they're just sitting there finger blasting themselves and fucking shoving dildos in their twats and shit like that. And then people are just fucking hanging out, spanking and donating to them. It's bizarre. It's fucking bizarre. Listen, some people need hookers. Some people need strippers. Some people need to pay for it, and find whatever you need. But when you're on the internet doing it, it's like ultimate lazy. It's like ordering fucking McDonald's, but through fucking Uber Eats. That's what it is. It's like you're sitting home. It's like, I want fucking McDonald's. So I'm too fucking lazy to go to fucking McDonald's. So I'm going to go to Uber Eats, right? I'm going to make them deliver the McDonald's to my fucking house. It's ridiculous. Thanks, Chris. My girl loved the shout out. Thank you. She subscribed. All right, Chris Castillo. There you go. Yeah, guys, this Chatterbait thing, if you're on it, if you're doing this shit, it is fucking cringe. Make sure no one knows who you are, because it is so fucking cringy. The one thing on there, I'm sure you could probably scroll through. You probably won't run into someone you know trying to make a little money. But, dude, it's fucking... There's no way I would donate. This is KMX. Listen, I know I do these streams, and I ask for donations over here, okay? And it's shameless. It's definitely shameless what I do. I mean, we try very hard. There is no work that's going into what's going on in Chatterbait. They're spread eagle blasting their fucking pussies. It's ridiculous. Everyone, I demand you go to Chatterbait over there and check it out. It is maximum cringe. I was sitting there watching it. I was watching it last night. I was like, no way. This is not happening. And apparently it's been around for like 6 years. It's been around forever. Porn will ruin your mind. Listen, some people need to get off. Chris, you should go into the Chatterbait with Sega one night. That's the experience. Let me tell you. Wait, hold on a second. Dennis said I should go with Sega. Please do not tell me. Hold on. I've heard this Chatterbait multiple times. Please do not tell me that you guys are in a hangout, a bunch of dudes watching Chatterbait. Do not tell me this is happening. I will lose all respect. If that does happen, hold on, let me open up the phone lines. You need to call in and explain yourselves. If you guys are doing a fucking hangout, we saw a girl that could eat her own pussy. Well, that's pretty impressive. I'll give her that. But hold on a second. Do not tell me that there's a bunch of guys in a fucking hangout watching Chatterbait. Please do not tell me that's happening. When does it get gay? Chris will fuck his chair for tokens. I will do that. Yes, I will. Oh, my God. I'm making a Chatterbait to start pain. Oh, my God. I can't even get over it. I seriously can't wrap my head around it. I will admit, I discovered it in high school since Darth Bane. So has it been around that long? Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. I think I better stop this conversation. Now, I can understand if you're a kid and you're looking for some ass and shit like that and you can't get it and you're trying to get in the game, then fuck it. Oh, my God. Craig says never gay. No, it is gay. If you're a bunch of dudes sitting in a Google Hangout watching Chatterbait together, let me ask you a question. Are you guys jerking off? Like, what is going on? Or maybe just laughing at what's going on there? I don't know. Eventually, it's got to get weird, no? It's completely homo and stuff. It's gay from the second it comes on. It's cool. All these KMXs admitting it. There you go. I would feel a little weird. Now, all right, I've done things before, like to make people uncomfortable. I put porn on in horrible situations. My buddy had a bachelor party, and he brought his father, right? So what I did, since he brought his father to this thing, and he's a straightforward guy, I fucking put on porn before we went out. And his father's like, are you fucking kidding me? What's going on? Like, I thought that was funny, and then it ended. But I don't know. Like, there's a part of me that kind of wants to jump in the hangout and see if it's gay or not. But I'm pretty sure it's gay. I'm not going to lie. Anyway, let's move on from that. Chatterbait, check it out. This is what I want you to do. Go into Chatterbait after the stream. All right? After Jessie's stream. I want you all to go to Chatterbait and then come back to the channel in the comment section. Let me know, is it gay or... I mean, what is it? What is it? It's fucking weird. Cyber Sausage Fest. I cringed hard. hey, credit to people going out there and hustling and making some cash. I'm sure some people make some good cash on that, you know? And what, like the porno companies, now what the fuck do they do? You got this chatterbait shit. You could literally, like what I'm doing right here, I could just fucking take off my top and just fucking start jerking off and finger blasting my asshole and make some money off of that shit. What is it? What do these big porn companies do now? Like, what do they do? These big productions that make these movies and shit, you don't even need it anymore. You cut right to the chase, right? At least my mute mic when I'm jerking off with you guys in Google Hang. Fuck you. All right, so you mute. I'm just picturing this like you're all in the Google Hangouts and all the mics are muted. It's like, okay, guys, you ready? And everyone clicks it at the same time, and you see that little mic icon, and everyone's quiet. All right. Sadly, I watch porn with a group of guys too many fucking times. That's what happens when I'm on deployments. So no jerking though. All right. Hey, listen, whatever. Hey, I don't know. I try to wrap my head around shit. That's gay. But everyone, like when I used to go to Vegas, hey, people would want to fucking get hookers and shit like that. I don't know. I don't do it. I don't. It's not my thing. But hey, everyone has something, right? So I guess chatterbait is that thing. All right, let's move on. I don't know. I had to touch it. I've been seeing this thing about chatterbait for how long in the chat. I'm like, what are they talking? What is chatterbait? No idea. Like a million chatterbait jokes. And I'm like, what do I live under a fucking rock? I guess I do. There are some interesting things that go on over there. I will give it that. All right, let's get back to this shit. I got a little sidetracked over there. So over here, UFC 218. Now it's back intact. All right. You should have like a UFC chatterbait. Do it, finger blast your asshole. Chris is Brian Roach. Uterus is gay. The next hangout, guys, is gonna get so uncomfortable. You guys gonna put like chatterbait on? You're like, wait, hold on a second. I think this is. we need to do something about this. All right, Max Holloway versus Jose Aldo. Second time around, I do feel, and a lot of people are saying the same thing. Jose Aldo needs to utilize the leg kicks, something that he's been doing for years, very effective at. Max Holloway, it should happen, right? Is it going to happen? That's the question. Max Holloway seems super confident in this one. Like, fuck it. I'm staying on this card. Throw out whoever you want at me. Jose Aldo? Okay, I'll run him over again. So that's happening. Does anyone in the chat think that Aldo has a chance? Seriously, like, is anyone picking Aldo in this fight? That's what I want to know. Because I think the majority is going Max Holloway, but I want to know. Phone lines are open, 516-522-0267. I want to know from you guys, who thinks Aldo is going to win? That's what I want to know. Who thinks Aldo is going to win this fight? I need to know right now in the chat room. Who thinks that Jose Aldo is going to win this fight? I just found out about the chatterbait tonight. It's Darrell. Darrell is going to fucking love that shit. I know me either. But if you see any outside fourth and Garfield, I do every Tuesday and Thursdays free holes. Wait, hold on. What are we doing? Paulie Malignaggi says, I know me either. If you see any outside fourth and Garfield, I do every Tuesday. So Paulie Crying Malignaggi's from New York. There we go. Next time we do a meetup, we'll meet up with Paulie. Craig, why you snitching? Max killed that old man. Get the fuck out. I am picturing you, Darth, and the others in the cool. NH, have you ever witnessed this? we need to get someone in that Google Hangouts. We need to infiltrate the Google Hangouts and find out what is this chatterbait about. You and KMX gave us up. Oh my God. Aldo's never lost a rematch, Chris. Says Utrid. Well, there you go. How about that? Utrid says Aldo has never lost a rematch. There's a good point right there. I think it's a close fight. It's hip-hop. If you look at the first round, Aldo was doing his thing. Second round, he's doing it right. And then you notice that Max Holloway was like, this guy don't scare me. Let's see. Aldo lost already, says Paulie. Tanner, of course. Aldo is a sacrifice, says Jay Smooth. Yeah, I guess you could say that. I think Aldo's going to make it fun to watch. I don't think Aldo's going to win, but I do feel that Aldo's going to make it fun to watch. Aldo has no chances, Gary. Of course, Aldo has a chance. Could be a sneaky great bet in Vegas, is Brian Roger. There's a weird part of me. Now, I don't root for Jose Aldo. He's not my cup of tea. There's a weird part of me that wouldn't mind seeing Aldo fucking knock off Holloway. And I like Holloway. But just to like to see something just outside of the box. You know, everyone's just all over Holloway right now. He's on a fantastic tear. Look at this run by Holloway. Last loss was to Conor McGregor. The dude is a fucking beast. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Crazy counting. 9, 10, 11 in a row. 11 in a row over here. Max Holloway on fire, strapped up the last two, unifies the belt. And the dude's been on fire. He's been on absolute fire. He's due, though, right? He's due for an L. Imagine if Jose beats him. Now you got a trilogy. The first fight wasn't bad. A lot of people are like, I don't give a fuck about this. But the first fight wasn't a bad fight. I thought it was a good fight the first time around. It was a lot of fun. You know, Aldo started off strong. And then Max Holloway just found his groove and put him away. I thought it was a great fight. So I'm not upset with this one here. Imagine Aldo wins and calls for McGregor, says Utrid. You know he's gonna. You know that's what he's gonna do. Chris, they never invite me to join Google Hangouts anymore, so must be true, says Anna H. Max is gonna murk him, says Darth Bane. They shrank Max Holloway in the picture. In that picture, did they shrink him? Let's see. God, I got this cold I can't get rid of. Trying to clear my throat for you guys. I do this sick. I do this all the time. Max Holloway, they shrunk him. You know what? Max is bigger. What is he? 61? Yeah, he is big. He's way bigger than Aldo. It does look like they shrunk him a little bit. So good call on that one. Paulie jumping in. Frankie will be fucked if Aldo won. Paulie Malignaggi, man, fucking making it rain. Paulie's a fucking badass. Thank you, my friend.
Wonderful.
Super chat.
Look at that shit. Paulie.
Frankie will be fucked if Aldo won.
You're right. He will. He will be fucked if Aldo won. Aldo has Frankie Edgar's number. Poor guy can't get past him. I really wanted to see Frankie Edgar versus Holloway. And if Aldo wins, what's going to happen is Edgar's not going to get the fight. You're going to probably wind up seeing like a Holloway. Actually, you'll probably see a rematch because it's split. So you probably see a rematch of that one. Yeah, Frankie would be fucked. He doesn't want to see that for sure. I did want to see that fight in the worst way. I got Aldo. So Darreel's got Aldo. Aldo's a has-been since M24. Kenshiro says Max won't lose. He's still very hungry. Kid's only 25 years old. Isn't it crazy, Kenshiro? He's so young. He's on fire. He could have one of the greatest records in the UFC. He really could. Some fucking run. 11 in a row. I take Aldo. He's taking Aldo's wife. This is Jay Smooth.
Wonderful.
Jay Smooth going after the wife. Going after the fucking wife. UFC trilogies like copying Star Wars, says Gary Banjo Sandwich. Tanner says, Jesse, you want to go to Chatterbait on Google Hangouts with us later? We can look at dudes. There you go. No wonder Jesse. I know why they're trying to drag you. They want to get a live Chatterbait with Jesse. Well, there you go. Then it gets less gay, right? PP doo-doo. Yeah. We're trannies. Let's see. Ilya, what's going on? It was a great fight. The only thing was the third round with the stupid combo, says Ilya. You know what? The first fight was that's the thing I don't understand. People are like, oh, fuck, I don't want to see that again. Aldo Holloway 1 was good. It was a good fight. I don't get it. Like, people are upset, like, oh, fuck, now we got to see this again? Like, you're acting like it was Wonder Boy versus Woodley. You know? Shit was a good fight the first time around. I thought it was a real good fight. It was high-paced. We got a finish in it. Kind of like a little bit of a comeback with Holloway. Good stuff. I want to see it again. I think these two are a good matchup. You know, Holloway, I think, has his number. Like, if I had to choose right now, gun to the head, yeah, Holloway gets the win. But you never know. Jose Aldo's still Jose Aldo, you know? If he plays his cards right and tries to chop out them legs, who knows? Who the fuck knows? You got to think Holloway's going to be ready for those leg kicks. You got to think. We shall see. We shall see. Phone lines are open if you want to get your voices heard. 516-522-0267. If not, keep on chatting this thing. Let's keep chatting. Let's talk. You're just jealous you're not part of the Chatterbait Kill. This is Darth Bane. It's going to be fucking crazy weird next time in a hangout. If someone's like, you guys want to do a little Chatterbait? We got 10 more likes. Yeah, 60 fuckers. 60 fucking likes. Make him dance.
I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. Fuck you, dislikes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got
10 more likes.
I've got 10 more likes. I hope the dislikes die of AIDS.
There you go. Thank you for the likes. I really appreciate the likes. If you haven't shared it yet, make sure you share these videos. The donations are awesome. Appreciate everyone. The chat on fire. And remember, Jessie Belle Hill will be doing the after show, so check her out. She's wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
KMX says, bro, Max would have been done if Aldo kept punching when he got rocked. KMX, I agree. Like, now, Kobe showed a video. It was all in slow. It was slowed down and stuff like that, and of Aldo missing punches and coming in like a fucking lunatic. He did connect on a couple. Some were grazing, some weren't, but to me, he was connecting. And to me, it looked like Max felt the power, and as he kind of blew his load, and that's what Aldo did. Aldo was just looking to take his head off. And I respect that, a fighter going in there and trying to take his head off. And that's what Aldo was trying to do. He's lunging in. Crowd was going wild, and some of the shots did miss, but he did connect on a few. And I think once Max Holloway saw that Jose Aldo was kind of slowing down, didn't have enough on his punches, I think Aldo was like, fuck. Max Holloway's going to come back. And Max Holloway was just like, no, Jose. I'm going to fuck you up now. And you can see it in Max Holloway's face. Looking at Jose Aldo. He's like, that's all you got, motherfucker? And that's when Holloway took control. But who knows? If Aldo could have connected more flush on some of those combos, you never know. Aldo could have fucking put him away. But he didn't, and Max Holloway weathered the storm and got the win. So I do agree with KMX on that one. Yes, the mule's back. What do you mean, G-Man? You called in. I don't understand. You called in before. How the hell are you back now if you called in? Max has a hard head. No one has a TKO'd him yet. He has lost decisions to Conor McGregor. Wait, what? Lost the decision to Conor McGregor when he was only 21 years old. And he's a young stud. This is Kenshiro Ryu. And Max Holloway is tough. He is tough. Now, make no mistake. I'm picking Max in the fight. I'm picking him in the fight. You know, it could change. But right now, I'm picking Max in the fight. He won already. He's a smart fighter. 11 in a fucking row. He's a bigger fighter. He's fast. He's strong. How could you not pick Max? I'm just not counting Jose Aldo out. I'm not counting him out in this one. And I'm not counting out the fact that this is going to be a really good fight. It really is. In fact, this is probably a better fight to watch than Holloway versus Edgar. People want to see Holloway versus Edgar because of the intrigue of the fight. You know, Frankie Edgar could catch that belt, has a chance, you know, gets away from Aldo to grab the belt. So that was the allure of that fight. But when you look at both fights, Holloway versus Edgar, Holloway versus Aldo, we already know we saw a good fight. So there's a good chance we're going to see another one. So I'm in. I'm invested. Is this a headlining fight? UFC 218? Is this the one? I don't know yet. I mean, to me, Alvarez versus Gaethje is the one I'm like dying to see. But you can't make that a headlining fight. So Holloway versus Aldo is the fight. I'm invested. I like the card. Look at it. Overeem and Ngannou. Cejudo versus Pettis. Awesome fight over here that not many people are talking about. Thought the fight wasn't going to happen with what happened to Cejudo. But it's happening. Alvarez Gaethje is going to be fireworks. Unless Eddie Alvarez finds a way to hump Gaethje, which I think needs to happen. Eddie going there swinging with Justin Gaethje is just bad news. So I think Eddie needs to hump Gaethje. Hump him. That's what I think he needs to do. Watch out for those kicks, too, because Gaethje has those lethal kicks. But I do feel that Alvarez needs to do that. We got Tisha Torres versus Karate Hottie. It's a weird fight over here, but I like it. I actually like this fight. It's a good one. Torres versus Karate Hottie. I think it's a nice little matchup between these two. And how about Torres being 9-1? Sneaky at number 5. 9-1. She is the wife of Raquel Pennington, Rocky, and she is 9-1. Check out her resume over here. Look at this. Take a look. She started off with 3 fights in a row, loses to who? Rose Namajunas, the champ. Thug Rose, and it went to a decision. Then after that, Beck, who was a bum, and Juliana Lima. So there you go. She's only lost 1 fight. Now she's got Karate Hottie. Big fight over here. Interesting fight over here. Does Karate Hottie bounce back? Does Torres continue her winning streak? It's good stuff. You look at the 5 fights over here, good stuff. Boom. Oliveira versus Felder. Oliveira comes in for, what's his fucking face? What's his name? Ala Quinta. It's a good fight. I like this. Oliveira, good stuff over here. Felder, I'm in. Another Oliveira, the Cowboy versus Medeiros, and you could go on and on. So UFC 218 has pieced together to be a good card. Not a great pay-per-view, but a good card. I'm pumped up. Let's look at the schedule a little bit more as we're winding this show down. The phone lines are open. This is Fight Week. Bisping versus Kelvin. So get ready for this. 7 a.m. Fight Buddies. It's a fight night, and we will be discussing this together as I'm crying and complaining, but I like it. I like it. Happy Thanksgiving.
Gobble.
To the MMA-Holes. Gobble, gobble.
Gobble. Gobble.
Gobble, gobble in that chat. And I hope everyone's wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Let's look at the schedule. I want to wind down this with the schedule of what's going on, what we can look forward to. We spoke about a lot of things in the beginning of the show. UFC 219 still needs a headlining fight. I mean, seriously, could it be the most up-in-the-air thing ever? UFC 219. I'm going to touch on it real quick one more time. And, wait, what the fuck? Hull versus Belfort. That's interesting. That's a very interesting fight. A lot of cool stuff coming up. 220, where is it at? Where are you at, motherfucker? Where the fuck is 219? Why am I fucking passing it? Here he is. Okay. So they're saying Cyborg home. That's not going to be it. Khabib was offered the fight with Tony Ferguson. I'd love to see that. Tyron Woodley, are you fighting anybody? Can we get Woodley Covington? Woodley Nate, possibly? That's not going to happen, in my opinion. I think that's a negative. I thought it was going to happen, and now I'm definitely thinking it's not happening. So, does he come back? We'll see. Do they leave Barboza hanging and have this Ferguson versus Nurmagomedov? Who knows for UFC 219, but we need a main event over there. So, we need something. Holly versus Cyborg is not a main event. After Bisping versus Gastelum, you have a fight card over here, December 1st. To be announced. What the fuck? Where is this at? Las Vegas, Nevada. It's a fight night. What is it? When is this? December 1st. Hold on. Let me look at this. This is like the only thing that stands out over here. Is this an Ultimate Fighter? Oh, there it is. I'm a dick. It does. It says the Ultimate Fighter finale. This kid over here, Sean O'Malley. Keep an eye out for him. He was in the Contender Series. Looks really good. 135. Tall dude. Check out this kid over here. Very, very good. Someone to look out for, like highlight real shit with this kid Sean O'Malley. So here we go, Ultimate Fighter finale. So whoever wins the Ultimate Fighter will be headlining this card. Now it all makes sense. And then after that is 218, right? So it's, how does this work? So we got first and second. We got Friday, Fight Buddies. Love it. 2 Fight Buddies in a row. I fucking get off on that shit. Fight Buddies up all your asses. And then boom, we go into UFC 218 over there. Good stuff. All right, so 2 Fight Buddies in a row. We have so much fucking MMA. I want to throw up. Brian Rogers says, Chris, you talked about UFC wanting $425 million per year in the next TV deal. Yet on the MMA-Holes. No, $425 million per year. Wait, let's go back. About the UFC wanting $425 million per year in the next TV deal. That's a lot of fucking money. Jesus Christ. The Fox deal is winding down. That's right. 2018. They're going to be under a new regime when it comes to television. You got to think that Fox is going to get him back, right? You got to think that Fox is going to be paying the big bucks to get him back. $425 million per year. God, it's a lot of money. That is a lot of fucking money. I hope they stay with Fox. I like them on FS1. I like the Fox fights. I like all that stuff. Mingled in with the Fight Pass. I don't understand why they're not incorporating more Fight Pass. I feel that Fight Pass needs to get a little bit more. I mean, we're paying $9.99 a month. Give me more for Fight Pass. So I would love to see them push more UFC content in that direction. Current deal is only $150 million, says Kenshiro Ryu. Holy shit. Is this true? $425 million per year for the next deal. And then $150 mil. So I guess they love the fact that, holy shit. They must love the fact that UFC 217 happened. It went from to fucking skyrocketed. Now you have UFC 218 that's going to do pretty damn good pay-per-view wise, and UFC 219. I'm curious. I'm assuming that their fight nights are doing all right. If they're looking for 425, it's a fucking big fucking jump. Damn. They want 425 for the new contract per year. Wake and Bake, Fight Buddies. There you go, Jay Smooth. Jumping on a Fight Buddies on Saturday. 425. That's a little absurd. That is a little. If these numbers are correct, if it's 150 million a year now, 425 is a steep jump. Jesus Christ. MMA OMG also said earlier today that he's fighting Conor in April. That's another thing, Tanner. They're talking. The UFC is talking about doing boxing, introducing boxing with the UFC. And if that happens, that could flip everything upside down. And hear me out. If the UFC introduces boxing, they might sit Conor out and then have one of these dopey fights, have Conor fight another boxer in some way, maybe Paulie, under the UFC rules and Conor and McGregor management or whatever they call it. I hope that doesn't happen. I don't like boxing with the UFC. I don't like it. And we're going to end it on this. Boxing in the UFC, what do you guys think? Yay or nay? Let me know. I say nay. I understand the UFC is trying to make more money. Look at an organization like CES that I have had the pleasure of working with. They're great. CES is awesome. They started with boxing, and now they've done 47 MMA events in a row. They put on a great show on Access TV. They do a great job. Zuffa Boxing, says Jay Smooth. I don't like this UFC boxing shit. What the fuck UFC boxing, says YouTube? I don't like it at all. I feel it's going to water down the MMA a little bit. Like, there's just going to be too much garbage going on here. I'm not one to push away change, but I like the UFC how it is right now. Just focus on the UFC. There's a lot of things they need to change in the UFC to fix with the UFC. WME-IMG is now called something else. I don't know the name of it. It's called something else. They need to just get their shit together with the UFC. Make that shit a powerhouse. Stop spreading yourself thin with this whole boxing thing. I don't like it. Now, apparently it's going to be UFC and then boxing separate events. I don't think they're going to do the same night. Hey, there's a cage, here's a ring, and back. I don't think they're going to do that. But it looks like it's going to happen. Hip Hop says nay. He says no. Hip Hop also says bay. Jareel says yay. Let's see what else we got here. Ann H says Michael Anzalone says Paulie will never fight Conor under UFC rules. He's too scared, and that is never happening. But if it's boxing, it's 100% happening. I like it, actually. Better contracts and more money, says Darth Bane. They will be pulling in more money. I mean, that's why they're doing it, right? They're not doing it because, hey, we like combat sports. We need some boxing now. They're doing it because they want to get money. Boxing's audience is fucking huge. It dwarfs the MMA audience. Us, as an MMA group, is small potatoes when it comes to boxing. And it's this simple. Look at Canelo versus Triple G. I went live for that, and the ratings just fucking went through the roof. And that's Canelo and Triple G. Conor McGregor Maymack, I hit almost 400,000 fucking views on that shit with boxing. Boxing's huge, so I don't understand. I don't kill them. You're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name? Where you from?
Hey, Christopher, it's G-Man.
G-Man, welcome back to the show, man. It's good to hear your voice again.
Hey, man, check it out. All these guys are calling me out in the chat. Yeah. They don't think that I'll call in. They think I'm a pussy. We got Daryl saying that he's going to do, well, I don't actually understand what he really says most of the time. But anyways, these guys are calling me out, so I'm calling back in for you.
All right. So you're getting the last licks right now. Darrell called in after you called in, and now you're calling back in. Now, Darrell said that he's going to take your back. He's going to kiss your neck. And he says it's not going to be gay. What is your response to that?
Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm high as fuck right now. Remember, I told you the weed man came in. All right. Yeah. So, anyways, what I'm going to do, he's going to take my back. Well, hopefully he's not slipping his cock in my ass. But if he does, I'm just gonna take it like a man. But I'm gonna try to do one of those things that, Anthony Pettis the other night, whenever he had that guy on mount and I'm in the triangle. Yeah. I'm gonna do one of those things where I flip around. Only difference is I'm not gonna hurt my ribs.
Yeah, all right. Well, there you go. That's a good tactic right there. It seems like it would work. Well, G-Man, it's great to hear you, man. I mean, you sound better than ever. It sounds like your spirits are high. Hope the family's okay. How are the Christmas lights? They're still up? Mm-hmm. All right. I think we lost G-Man. Thank you for the call. G-Man Mule calling in. I got to shut the phone lines off. I tell you what, though, he does. G-Man, he sounds like he He does sound like G-Man. I'm going to give him that. G-Man Mule calling. Boxing's for Mexicans, says Brian Royger. Who the fuck is that guy?
Who the fuck is that guy?
There you go. This is Aussie Dude. What's up, Aussie Dude? Awesome. Luis Barbosa is dying over here. Ann H., Darth Bane, Craig Lee. They're all dying right now. For G-Man, they love him. They love when the Mule calls in. Fucking Mule's he's on fire. I'm ready for Conor. We will be fighting Paulie versus Conor. There you go. Paulie versus Conor. This is Paulie crying MMG. He's ready. He's ready to party. He's ready to throw down. This is legit. This is a legit G-Man. I tell you what, he's fucking on point. His signal faded. Pettis was winning that fight. This is hip hop. Hip hop. He's saying Pettis was beating Dustin. He was doing some work off his back. I don't think he was beating him though. G-Man went back to doing his Xmas lights, says Kenshiro Ryu. He blacked out his Darth Bane. Oh my god, that's a fucking good G-Man. I gotta say, whoever's doing that, that's a fucking good impression. He's dead on. He's fucking dead on. That Carlos guy made me physically ill. This is Darth Bane. So yeah, Carlos jumped in on the MMA-Holes. That's right, Carlos Rivera. The MMA-Boomerang'S manager called in. That's right. So we had him come on and tell his side of the story. If you missed that, go check that out. Great times over there. We were ending it with the boxing. Paulie Cryomonology said, who is that? G-Man, are you talking about? G-Man Mule. He's an MMA hole looking to fight Real. And, yeah, he called in, and he's defending himself. All right. So it looks like we're splitting this chat. I mean, boxing is huge. It's big money boxing, so I understand why the UFC is doing it. I just kind of wish that the UFC would just keep on going up, man. I like what the UFC is doing. I really do. Even though they've had their fucking bumps and bruises, the UFC always lands on their feet, and UFC 217 is a good example of that. They did a fantastic job with UFC 217. It was probably one of the best, if not the best card I've ever seen, and I was there. It was my pleasure to be in attendance for that. It was a great time. But now they're going into boxing. And it looks like it's going to happen. And if they go into boxing, and maybe that's another reason why they want this big money contract, $425 million deal. Maybe that's why they want it, because boxing's in the equation too. It's possible. We're going to take some last words from the chat, and then we're going to take you to the Jesse Bell Hill after show. Thank you guys for watching. 60. That's right. 60 weeks in a row we've been doing this, and it is wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
You guys are on fire. Definitely love all the swole, sexy support. I was going to say report. Sexy support from the MMA-Holes.
Gobble.
Everyone gobble in the
Gobble.
chat. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Happy Thanksgiving from the MMA-Holes to the MMA-Holes. That's right. The Mule might have to call back. No, the phone lines are off. But G-Man, definitely, we will get you on the next show. We're going to try to, Black Friday is this Friday. I'll try to go on for that. I do have a job, but I'm going to fix something up for you guys on Friday. And then I'll be going live on Saturday for the Fight Buddies. I'm ready for a Max versus Dustin rematch. Yeah, I'm into that. Luis Barbosa, that's a good one. Not me, man. It's Tanner. This is Darth Bane. Tanner, if that's you, it's pretty fucking good. It's a great fucking, it's a pretty damn good impression. How long until the after show starts? JBH. JBH will be coming on next. Will she be on right away? Will she be on in 10 minutes? We'll find out shortly. UFC 217 was nice. It really was. We needed UFC 217 in the worst fucking way. And we got it. It was a nice little early Christmas present. Thank you, UFC. Salute, motherfuckers. Salute, Mexican D-side in his pitch. Just gave you a thumbs up. All right, I forgot that. Thank you. If you forgot to throw some thumbs on this channel, hey, get us to fucking 7D right now. In that tip jar, we'll make Bruce dance one more time. If you haven't done it, we have 41 watching right now. So drop in the likes. I appreciate all the love. Swole sexiness. Gobble from Michael Anzalone.
Gobble.
There you go. Chatterbait, circle jerk before Jesse stream anyone. So Tanner wants to fucking chatterbait, circle jerk. Oh my God. I can't. I fucking love this. Love you, Chris, and happy Thanksgiving. Gobble, gobble. Abbas Abbas says, Kenshiro Ryu. Fuck Tony. The guy is a huge asshat. I have sleeping kids here. I can't scream into a phone like that. Fuck you. So Tanner's saying, no, it's not me. I can't scream into a phone. Still have the boner from 217, says Brian Royger. I said I want round 2 of this media toilet, says G-Man. G-Man, you know what? Maybe this Friday. I know it is Black Friday. Everyone's with their family and shit like that. But what I'm thinking of doing is, I thought it was great having G-Man and Jareel on a Google Hangouts. Maybe we'll do it again round 2. Maybe we'll have that. If you guys want to see G-Man Jareel, not for nothing, last Friday's stream was fucking great. I watched that back twice. Great stuff. G-Man and Jareel brought it. We had Jessie jump on. Kenshiro Ryu jumped on. I thought it was full of autism, and I like Trash Talk Fridays. I enjoy that. So maybe we'll pair up MMA-Holes and have Trash Talk Fridays. I'm looking to get this PS4 going so we could have some gaming shit and have some trash talk with the PS4 as well. We're going to have a lot of things coming forward, so those donations are going to get rolled back into the PS4, and we'll get that going down. I appreciate all the love and support, even to the people watching the replay. Respect to you motherfuckers. Remember, in the comments section down below, let me know what is on your mind. I will answer and react. And yeah, who is streaming the after shows is Mexican Deicide? That is Jessie Bell. Stop it. Stop it right now. Peace, Utrid. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Jessie Bell, the moderator. Go subscribe to Jessie Bell. The link is in the description. So if you go down on the MMA-Holes. That's right. Go down. Oh, on the MMA-Holes. Oh, yeah. Where is it? Where's the description? I went too far. Oh, there you go. After show. Oh, there it is. JBH after show. I'm going to copy that link. I'm going to drop it in the description.
Wonderful.
Everyone gobble.
Gobble.
Gobble. Happy
Gobble.
Thanksgiving to everyone in the chat.
Gobble.
Appreciate all the love and support. You guys are wonderful, wonderful. And always remember, I'll see you on Friday. Black Friday. After my job. I'll be live. Black Friday. Yeah. And then I will be 7 a.m. Rise and shine, motherfuckers, for Fight Buddies. So that's what you get to look forward to. Thanks for watching. Always remember, don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA-Hole.
Gobble. Gobble. Gobble.